toso and so and what a Dreams FC nanse no that too o match share twaso nanse aba is omoda 8th 36 points. Samatex defending league champions woman that toso 9th or more 35 points. 10th a Brekum Chelsea, Samuel Bodu's Chelsea or more 32 points. Diana Stars Sioba Aristique and the boys no or more toso Dubako 32 points. Basake Holy Stars etoso edu mienu 30 points. Dumiensa Young Apostles womo 30 points. Du9 Vision ane womo dinsi akantam sene 25 minutes yemmunye no na womo de has echi etwi form gidi chese womo so Eda so 14th position with 28 points. 15th Accra Lions, womo 26 points. 16th Karela 25 points. Legon City set also 17th 22 points. And Answateman womo the chat with 15 points. Omari womo relegated in advance. Yen fan bakon Francis Konedu Isco. Oya santi kotoko chiteni pa ope kotoko bruta. Ene was sending 200 cities say Yemfanto poll echi tickets mako 10 Emma Asante Kotoko echi tafo na wamuko hebo ni bi. Francis Konedu Isco oko Facebook or my Facebook friend. On the Kotoko nzem kwa u. Kotoko kwa enti ose ene from Nakumem adi ono so ya bua Asante Kotoko no mutumi aje 3 points ne say or sponsor nipa 10 amama kotena pool echi akwa game no enti yebese ye ne say okay the tickets no if say nye e-ticket this ekoto physical one no this ekoto ticket no gate kotoko samre omunya mi gate afi na bo 9 gate ndi kwata 11 de no mabie to mu bie dia na chese ya to ticket no na ni pattern ya hu hawa besi ache no mo bi ama ha munya botre mo bi ama ha we sa ti wan ha na manfa be flood ha esremu enti Francis Konedu Isco Asante Kotoko chitafo eye grateful omuda wase aha ebia eguso eye wonso otienka opese also support in that regard ebia ose musu munye monto 5 enchiche munye monto 100 enchiche munye monto 1000 enchiche. Yeah, ready. What the answer be reach out to any of us who could feel our number was Candy, Dimonza, Sikapa, Walasti, Eugene, and now Miankasame number. And now any of your social media platforms which me contact here. Na ya din komo atwa so obese o sponsor fans ni mom ko he match na any problem e betumi aboa in that regard enti ya ha na enra so abrochiri na nye beta enra basafo wo mu dinkunim away e wo Leganes na nzo mo tesu yie pa na nya asem ketwa but Abrantia ze ye bonidin ye ya Thomas Partey enra Arsenal ebo 1-1 there but Thomas Partey enra ono eninya Arsenal wo mu go no.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yankwe.
Rice. Runners either side. Partey outside him. Declan Rice goes on. Thomas Partey! And Arsenal have the breakthrough on the hour. Majestic work by Rice. Willing support from the Ghanaian. And a sweeping finish from Thomas Partey.
The subs are ready to come on and make a difference.
crossover na fi last day foreign tidbits ho nyina emma here. Ye na Kofi Labi the governor. You hear him say the Monza be join us. Candy far away in Cape Coast and be quite heroes. Jesi na sheme no. Womo ene abusua dwarfs na Eddie boy ni. Game no ene wo Cape Coast. Ti eno so Ntino Candy entimi join ene. Ne no ewo Tyneside. Hona Newcastle United and Manchester United Eddie Beboini. They say only United the boy. Now there are two teams say unyane bete sa unyane bete because enya bete mount. And there was one interesting discussion be podcast for you be na akofa semaba. A branch ba ko say na drink chene say tete strikers na ya ebo mudino David Trezeguet Super Filippo Inzaghi, Del Piero, Raul Gonzalez. Mention them top strikers. I know Ibrahimovic, Monia there was you. Untumi inform to ene strikers no. Na saa tete strikers no. Bibri wo hono mo a e din kwa ena no maje. Wo de to enefo no ho anefo no ya de che wo. Te enefo no obeka kusi che say Erling Haaland mo ne aha. Eti you say say tete strikers no omo ye overrated. And strikers no underrated. Wow. Tete strikers no. Hey.
Semina. It's all.
Pace in football, your ability to run with the ball. So to me the ball tumrika and your friends who pace. And your mechanic same mechanic and can you same boat to a ball. But your ability to run with the ball and a pace. And Osei how Declan Rice at the ball ni tumrika as set the map party na not just a nyasem ketwa. Enti Donne yo kanya omwa enra Thomas Partey ne Declan Rice stress ampa say emfa ball tumrika de omo heavy pa Arsenal eventually Johan Wizard take de nemom say the league in the Liverpool for no omo na say de omo Canada ne omo enra City kokwasa sa o mete share de but na nya papa bi asa eno obi anfa nani enkohwe Stamford Bridge e na Chelsea ni Ipswich airbo ding but anya den ma Chelsea Ipswich for no Chelsea mo kai say first leg mo shem 2-0 eno ma samba Chelsea super Champions League abo anne e wo so hye kwan bia so ye no ye mpehwe ye dia ne say ye nwi ti na ni Newcastle for no 10 time e wo St James wo enti enya asem ketwa wala still bo enti ode ye kwama no ne na ya hwe tidbit ho ye ba na ye de aka no ato am so aha Otec 102.9 the pride of Ashanti. Do girls at that romantic and a 50 cities will be up for grabs. 50 Ghana cities marrying fee. Bible verse beba. Chire the Bible no. First correct answer. A baby 50 cities. Free of charge. 50. Fato bundle. Fakudi mutu. Fato credit go phones ne fire calls straight here free fa free diodu girls odike ene na anamma no yen che omo na no pay yen kwa ma no nemra
ye call amanane na fe ena nwumere ena no pay ensam kakra ye nsa kane nyina no ya pomoten ede ne nyina eno nso ade abakama de tie ne se weekend ne mo ne ye wono na de tie ne se match sawoto nso no abomoten akoso kama de wo ne se games akoso ne nyina ye mfa ho update sawoto no eno nso ntime bra na fe match se no nso baso no ye mra ma ye nwo dwuma ma bibia nso ntime nkoso hye ne nso se Facebook no eye live intim o join Facebook no eye Otec 102.9Fm Otec 102.9Fm na chasade ne nyina no bibia nso etimi akoye kamante ba bia wotie ye free pia na chasa paradise gas for no cosmos mo ena no pay yenchia mo pa hye nso ese de tie ne se matchesa woto a me ba cho akoso no ma me mfa ntwa ese owram our funny champagne ma games ne bi enso akoso kama yenyo wadwuma na mfe no yenkue ne mo kama de tie ne se owram our star weekday ma me confirm se mo no kobobo kono etima se poni 3 ame patcho ma se bobo kono amunso antimi antebe sanso na kraba ne din ade tulu so atefie e ma ali be boni mienu amotimi te kan mo paako na de tene san ayeso bobo kono amunso any clampa ne diri oje sini se game no eno nso akoso kama hyane nso esa sama chiri de tutu na bae ama bibia nso akoso kama ene de ya me no kase no na chasale champagne no nso me de tuja esa ya ma chasa woto akare nyina no to aso kama de wo ne se sentetin bobo kono be ba cho ebo 1 pm ene den no omne study breso a nso de be bom kama ama bibia nso atimi akoye ye kano le chasa side ni den ade study ya je nso abetina na fe amone mompeli yebobo kono ade atwim kama game time no eno nso na 3:15 shane nso esale have bobo kono enso abetima no fe amone rene enso ade abom kama game no enso na 3:15 sanso na shane nso esade yete ne se bobo kono ene leon tim no enso ade be bom game no eno nso 6:45 ne ade sansam ne nyina no eno nso tibedi ato ya quick client check table no na fe won sade ya le champagne ne nyina eno nso atia o check ya let chase Paris Saint-Germain bobo kono American points omanya no de atia ne san 74 and a PSG bobo kono me ba cho omanya Monaco bobo kono tosum ye no points na 53 sansom na Marseille and some hour the attendance 52 tosum ye no le bobo kono and some 50 tosum na the attendance Strasbourg and some 50 and of Oche Senese and a side and de Leon and some 48 among some tosuma baby and so no to me uncle so come young kwanse on off no yen check sadi ade ni and some Intimate nyina ene sale have bobo kono our 27 points omo da omo tosoma akoma kotun sia sanso no ena sentetie bobo kono mame mfanto ya sam omo so points no ena nso 23 omo toso tunso onim se Montpellier enso toso tunwatwa points omo timia nyina no ena nso 15 na chase ede nyina ena nso tibiri atodwa we no aye friendly champagne ne ade won sama wodo nyina no ena nso pro na no pe o show no so ama bibia nso atimi akọ ni yujen yamatom na fe no Emrantia amonso che goals outdoor ewa de tennis sale champagne no me ba cho hye so SM player ni den ade Osman Dembele our 21 goals Mason Greenwood ewa 16 Jonathan David ewa 14 Bradley Bacola ewa 13 anafe orani de ade mega ono abo ade master bull oni abrante ni dire kalem wento nyina omo nyina no awo 13 goals ye tini nyina nso timidi aba enti we aya finish champagne no ana me pacho ya de won sam ni nyina ano nso Timidi Apano, Afeyangram, our German Bundesliga, now Fayan Chakasa, the Yamanina, I don't some quiet commercial and so, as Salivakus and any union penny bobo cono, and Cote, a no, and a gamano, and some other by a Borussia Mönchengladbach and some artificial fight by Bobo cono, and Quatino Ponimino, Amachesa Mönchengladbach and sono, Etmiti Kanu Paco Shannon so, as a Humphrey and Bobo cono, a boat 2 goes Ama Mayan Semino, almost some Antimi and Tebe Sansono. And I was thinking at the fear, maybe I chose St. Pauli Bobo Cono, a Quachino Ponimiano, almost Timu Paco, on himself Bokum Bobo Cono, almost Fema Osberg and Sono, a Quaponi 2-1. Massa. Now no shepa ama bibian so timi koso sanso na menfantoja ese payamun chembo kono omne side dani dire Dortmund so no ade bom we aye da classica eno so toja awo German Bundesliga no na ye big game pa onim sem owramo awo German Bundesliga no so a lecture me kan se amo biggest fixture aye na pem no aye sa game we no ana chesa ne nyina ba ne nyina no ene se Bayern bobo kono ane Borussia Dortmund Masa game no mo koye pa na de tienu sam o chekia de tienu se Dortmund bobo kono na to atredi kan wa bra let chesa brante ne din ade baya ono enya first goal no ade ma Borussia Dortmund dashan so esem owura ne dire Rafael Guerrero aba beti kan ma sankenya bre ade ba ko kan de ma baya na etunu me bi na baya bobo kono eli di 2-1 na no se ama chesa bibia nso etimi akoso me ba cho on the 75th minute ana abrante ne dire Anton Yehu yani so ni ade ade ne twem na chese eno so bo ne datena mu a enya sam keto no fe go no eno so agina ma chese game ne nyina akwa gina 2-2 obi be shebi sa yehu yani se ye de 4 goals no upon enti Bayern shemi no ama Borussia Dortmund tonsono shemi no ana chesanya sam keto na mame fontoja sam no chekia owura ne din ade Jonas Obegono ada go post no ade ma side anything ade Bayern mame fontoja ese Conrad Lema ejina mo sansono ana abrante ne din ade Jose Stanis chenso boy chenso ese Eredaya ane Kiminje boys no ejina chire wa kama de wo ne se Joshua Takimik and some asate game no Leon Goretzka a boy abrante ne din ade Michael Olise Leroy Sane ana fe Thomas Muller ne Harry Kane ana sate game no de ma side ne tin ade Bayern ma bibia nso no eno nso akoso uramo awo chesa Dortmund to bobo kona from a menfontoja esam aye goalkeeper ne tin ade Grinko Kobelo no dem kama de ma de ten san the yellow and black boys Jumana no yet na Grinko Kobel Demino Meba Tony Klasula or Stati Gemino ama Abrantenity Adewatema Anton Sono Pomatin She Gemina se Onyago or Ronnie J American Airport Sansono Anna Abrantenity Ade Sali Oscan Sono and some Stati Gemina Shannon so I said Dania Ayas Vincent and some Apoye Julian Bryant Apoye Pascal Gross Ejinamo or Ronnie Diddy Julian Racing Estatie Maximilian Boya and some Estati Gemino and I face Karase Wemino and a boy Same Patrosha Gemina say and my Borussia Dortmund to Bobo Kono and my Bibian some Cosso Kamaya Dinning and some Ultimate Bante final resource no our dark classic no I have Bayern 2 Dortmund to 2 na Gemino and on some other Bayern Shannon so as some another Yamino Casino or run our German Bundesliga Kanuma Fontija and some idea woman and it's 2 games bosso so got to Bobo Kono and Bo 130 I'm gonna venta Brame and I did bomb Sansona Shannon song as an anthem from for Bobo Kono Amonson and here they am Timino Mebacho a bottery 30 lectures a sad game and on some toja our Dutch bank pack Kamabi Biansono at Timia Kosokama and Tidia woman and in some player 2 games and a tenor a toja Pantasri Kanama after young Queen Chassadia won't be a young from Rana Bibianson Timin Kosotabo no the woman said Bayern I was 69 Leverkusen 63 Frankfurt 48 Leipzig 48 Mayens 46 and a Freiburg and some our 45 Mönchengladbach our 44 Dortmund doesn't watch our points and 42 I say our now for ready at here maybe I up down wa dear woman ye had him Bobo Kono at some Akuma Kutunsia our points and 22 Bokum enso our 20 etaso edunso ana fe osinka enso taso de tie ne se dunwatwe amo points ne san edunwatwe efe pa 18/18 ana hosting kill anso no amon som na wa ye dinin nyina ene som timidi ato ye yengura mo na fe no me ba cho boys amo bogos our the tennis Bundesliga no no the tennis Bayern boya na tedi Hurricane our 23 goals so run it and Patrick Shaken so no and some our 17 channel so some na boya na te ade the tennis Omar Mamouche na obabedi hada bay you na they say amo the Bundesliga de no eba be shemu ha de bio okay unu ade okọ so na Mamouche 15 or share no 15 Clendiest and some 15 say who Grossi 15 and of already did a body card and so no and some 15 or monina et de so ma bian so no to me uncle so come at this answer no and some media to ja yeah baby run the most aggressive league I was see so can crumple be say say it let's just aggressive and say can a free we animal maybe I told you woman is some much as enemy and some across what can't trust we animal come on lay on one and so I say a donate kabamisha a fit time on scientific bar and research clinic no I'm gonna buy my diamond and in some and some media about Bama why maybe I told accident among Caseno, a more poor answer. I also on your pens our jointer, a donate cabamisa and an panel may come for the amount. Come on, Panafino, Baba be a donate can watch you an no, maybe I chop Venice, a bocono, a pocana pacuma, AC Munza, among some to me and Tessansono, and an international Milano. I take Kayari culture upon it 3. Nebacho Kayari Bobo Kono Atimu Pako Abrantenity Adi Piccoli ono enya consolation no Anima Kayari Uramo our side anything Adi Inter lecture Samako Anatovic in Yakoni Pako Adi Amomo Yakano or running team Adi Lautaro Martinez and Sono upon the attendance second corner Adi Soso Kama Mamin Fantija Esa Yam Pisek Pino and some other pinball Martinina and some Akoso Kama de Mayu Inter Bobo Kono and Tim Inter 3 Kayari Culture 1 and a Kemono and some Adi Paya Juventus Timino and some Ache Saida Lente Adi Lecture Ponimiano Ama Lecture Kono and some ultimate Kanu Pakuma Infantija as I can no lectures as I give on some oranity at the Tium Copimanes by no any Gone Paco Adema Yuve Wabra Abrantanity at the Canan Yeltes and Sono and Gone Paco Adiama site anything. I did the attendance say, I you fe ama bibian sono, and some Latimia Coso, Lame Pacho Oranity. Ade Bacheroto, ono enya consolation no ade ma lecture me pacho you fensono e wi ni sanke me ma bibia nsono etimi ekoye kama me nkoma ne ma fe no ene day Manchester apostle our culture se wi anama no ma me mfanto yesem owramo our Kiwi stadium achane nso esa Atalanta bobo kono ensom ebecham no fe awonsom na pom game no na de atenesem our Kiwi stadium no ma me mfanto yesa Atalanta ane Bologna bobo kono ana di hwemu kama ye kono lecture Maurizio Mariani ebejenamo as arbitra ediaman kemno entikono sa aye refa akwakoye san kemna so no aye Maurizio Mariani ana san kemna nyina anon some so ye kano owram our Artemio French Florence beba to Fiorentina bobo kono ebebo Area Tia Palma game no, and some 1 p.m. Anna Abaso, na ye canning national song, and some run it day at Matteo Machetti, and some Abejanamo as a Petra Adia Mankemano, Lanchester baby and sweat to me on Kosokama Yakano, one of Sailor Verona, everybody at Tia Canwa Gemano, I 1 p.m. at Chesanina, and on some to me to Jaya this San Samano, and on some to me by Yakano, Lanchester may come on Maria to just a common 1907 sono, a Gemana Eddie Ambapo. Adi atia Torino bobo kono I have 4 and I saw game no and on some abaso ye kono lectures run it adi Matthew I am Masanaro and some abaka kochenamo na fresa game no wa so wa bra me to just a big game ebeto ja I was Syrian man no I am Lazio amobo adi atia Roma game no and boss at exactly 6:45 run it adi Simone I Soza and a bedroom as a Petra Adi aman kemo no feno eni amani nyina eno son etimi akoso no fe no baby anso etimi akoye yen check table no na fe yen wo sade ase wi ano eniema ni nyina ko me pato YouTube no Otec Sports ntia no aba na what join no fe no won some promote or subscribe ye our YouTube no so abebo pa ama baby anso etimi akoso no fe no me pato onso wa share link no e de mo top phone no fe opianso no etimi a we say Total Sports no airborne jetia to kama ama baby anso etimi akoye me pato Sibi ano sadi aniama no ahyehya kwa kodro nie Inter our 71 points Eddie Kan beba cho SS Napoli our 65 atosomieno Juventus our 59 atosomiensa Atalanta our 58 atoso9 Bologna our the attendance 57 atosonum Lazio our 55 Amotason Sia, AS Roma, our 53, Atason Son, Ope AC Milana, Amotosoma Koma Concron, Points 51, Anna Melansono, at the Tosso and Krua, a dinning in an Timidiapa, Okwa Sewa, dear woman ye, Mebacho Empoli, Atoso Dungache, Amo Points near 24, Anna Venezia, and so Tosso Dunkron, Amo Points near 24, Monza. And so points 15 and so far no among some timia this sun summoning no and some timia tuja na ye free siwi anamano na ye crossover ramo about the tensa lali canana fedia capia ye timia bro kama shannon so asem ye doneka ba me sadama and mama ye sika na no peno me ba cho ye chinifa and conform so at the results I would join na and some idea bro kama doneka no obano no be ababwa pa am watin kan nyina timia ba me patro pa onum doneka no lectures on men sesini nyina no etimi aflo kama ababwa pa ama mojana entimi sakulati no etimi akoye no fe unani ni wonsana eno so no eye tetrete ni nyina no etimi agya kama akoma peripene no eno so ye fro no fe no aboa ama de etene say infections awodo ni nyina eno so etimi akolale kanema no me ba cho society de bobo kono etene fie ama mayoka abeche ni poni mienu me ba cho society ama ntimi antibi sa timsi we nyina eba be hia madwede ne ba sa oma yere wo mo sa society de hwede o makoye we utifio ama moyoka aba be che wo botu enya sam ketwa na abrante ni tin ade de atene se seal aya lawin ano nya first goal no ama say dada e pomoden aya ni 2 Adema Saida, and some Adi Ayamayoka, Emma Bibian some Koye Kamashan so, as our Colossum Alfonso Perez and all, Bebacho Tef for Wobble Connetti, Emma Las Palmas of a bonnet tria, Amotimiti Camo Paco Shannon so, as such out a big consono, at a film Espanole, Abachini Chanimiano, almost one Timmy and Tibi, on say Daily Canonsono, at a film of Barcelona Babocono, Abachino Ponicano Pacua, almost some Timmy and Timamin Frontuja, as some player let it add George signs ono and it's on go Emma Boss Ababo Kono enya 1-0 no Emma Bibian sono it me of course come anytime I know Casino let just the woman son Uramo our lali Kanu Manchester Wutono and on some so on Sassadi and Adiana at the end of the same number to Bobo Kono let's some upon Enra Nemono, amateur and a Lalica Fono, and so 18 comma, as I am promoting and a Deportivo Alabes Fono, 18 comma say game no, a banner a bebwa pa, Emma Antia sending in Ayajuma, and a game a basso, the attendance of Sasuna, and a tenor, Lanchester, I'm coming about 12, Amani Girona, and a dear bomb Ama Bibiano, at Timia Cosso, San Germany to Jano, Lanchester about 2:15, Deportivo Alabes. Ebe chenangona fe no amene mantu babo kono ade abom kama ama bibia nso atimi akaso ye kana rebeti se babo kono Anthony Sekre ne tim no me ba chori etene sanete no amne bia we are 4-30 na game no anu som to twaye kano uram awasan mama barrier Leicester be power bobo kono and some body etia saida let ade Royal Balkano ama bibia nsom atimi akaso game no aye 7 and 8 to jalali kano uram boss bobo kono amu 70 ede kan sansono ana rematch bobo kono atasum ye no points no anu som aye 63 shanso asa alati commanded and sono ewo 60 atoso miensa mame mfantija asa aya Bilbao bobo kono atoso 9 points Bilbao omanya no 54 biawia atoso makoma konom aya 48 ana Betis and sono atoso no points no anonso aya 48 yan kwase ho na fedie tie bia no yan chakere tie Las Palmas our 29 points atoso no nwatwe C Daily Gani and so our 28 points amatoso tunkron Real Tolid and so our 16 points actually did that say ho ama chesano some koso kama Premier League kanamano na fe yankwa no kama nina and some Premier League kanamano mamen fonto ya some Manchester Woodro and some koso kama the woman and some games and some pass our the tennis Premier League kanamano let chesamede to ya Manchester City bobo kono atina fie our Etihad Campus Stadium na the tennis Premier League kanamano Manchester City funny form I'm a Crystal Palace. I can't makuma kunum. I'm a Palace bobo kono. Etimiti kanum yeno. Ye woman ye. Calvin De Bruyne Master Red. Enya goni bako di Man City. Orani did Omar Mamouche. Ebo goni bako. Mateo Kovacic. Enya bako. Orani did James McCarthy. Enya bako. Nico O'Reilly. Enya bako 5. Ana bibiano anonsono. Etimi akwa so kama. Shanonson. I said the attendance Uramo, our side Janity Palace, lectures Urani Ting, Adi Eberichi Eze, Enya Goni Paco, Anna Chris Richardson sono, Enya Bakunti 2 consolation goals sono, lectures a boys away, and Enyana Kama Adama Palace, Yadin Samling in a 8 media bar, now award the American Express Community Stadium, no, Mamin Fontuja, I said the attendance of Brighton and over Bilbao Kono, and some Germany Leicester City, Apple 2-2 and unwashed party at Tiano, and some Orani Day, added the attendance, Joao Pedro, Enya 2 goals, Adama Brighton and over Bion. Emma Ninyano, and also Akoso, not the ominous Leicester family, Mamin Fontuja, as a boya. Nede, Adistafi, Maviditi, Ano, Enya Goni Paco, Emma Bibia to me Koye Kama, Anafe Oranite, Adi Caleb Okoli, and some Enya Paco, Adama side Janitele Leicester, a 2-2 na San Gemino, and some Adi Paname Patroni at Tiene say, Abuabi, Eko Koka, or Sono. Unim sa Nottingham Forest and Kofoya Aquaquaye. Oh, Yanko Masem, Amadier, oh, yeah, and Penifon better one more. Maybe Nottingham Forest, the Bobo Corner, Altina Fee, our the City Ground Stadium, our Nottingham Cromwell, Emma side Danity, and the M40, Aquacheno Pane Pakua, almost some 90 minutes Oranity. At the Abdurrahman Dukuri and the young corner at my advertising song as I was St. Mary's Stadium and Leicester Saddam Table Corner at no fear Fred and Saboka, the tennis Aston Villa, Aquachi Muhammad 3. I'm swan to me and Tibi, only Watkins, Apple Goni Paco, I'm a Donya Malen, and some Nanya Goni Paco, I'm a Bibian some Akosakama, a Branton and Diddy McCain, and some Nanya Goni Paco, other sauce of my side, Natim Added Fella, my Bibian Sono, a Timmy and Koya, come I'm rest stadium, no, without your answer, a Bobo Cono, a Pocano Paco, my Brentford, the Peace and Sono, and some ultimate Thomas Epate, and you're going to make patch of Bonnie Young Corner, the Tennyson. Orani did it pate. The Amensa can saboino. I am doubtful for gamer Arsenal and in Madrid Abapono. Mepanama de Honsamno. Etimidi about you 1 visa. Etekano. Adama Brentford Bobo Cono. Ama Bibian Soko Sokama Anateno. Leicester Premier League Manchester Utono. And some to also Chelsea. Upon 1 p.m. Uramo. Our the attendance at Stamford Bridge. Omo Romanoff. Amani in Sweet Town. And some of the abominable Bibian Sono. To me, Uncle Sekama Senanso. As such to Atwa Ebejanamo. A center Ruffy Ediama Kemano. Ama Bibian some to me, Uncle Sokama Yakano. Uram our Anfield Road Stadium. Maybe I live for Probo Kono. Ebe Ramwa Bramon Sodiano. Omni the attendance of West Ham United. And I did Pomu Kamashan so. As some run it to the Andrew Male. And some about them a center Ruffy. Adiamasa Gemana Bibian Sono. To me, Uncle Sokama Yakano. Leicester over 1 dress on Sono. What's the Bobo Kone to the fair? Lamfe Amne Tono Mospe. Adia Bom Gamano. And also a Basel 1. Nadia Tiano. And it's a game in Boston, I am Molyneux Stadium and a game in Toja. Anthony Taylor, El Coco Generamo, Lamfe was a center referee. Adia Massan Gemino, Uram, our the tennis St. James's Parker, a Newcastle United, and the Manchester United, the two Uniteds no, and a deep pomone, the woman here, Mebacho Oranity, and the Christopher Chris Kavanagh, Ebechem a center referee, and the Amasa Gamana Fabiansono, at Timia Kosekama, game where Abasono, many details Efremo, our Manchester say at a bar. Entitami chuku wabra ye wie table na no na fe ya de tene sam aya ensam aka ne nyina no anon som ade bakama chane so asa de womne se wuramo awa de tene sam aya Premier League ne mu a Leicester table no anon som aya hye kama ma memfan todwa asam aya table na nkasa no say eniama ekoye pa onim se Liverpool 73 Arsenal 63 enti echire di say no Liverpool for no he o check here akabe 7 matches here kai 3-7-21 and Liverpool oma be 10 points gap at them Liverpool our 73 Arsenal 63 Nottingham Forest 57 Manchester City 55 Aston Villa 54 and Chelsea 53 enti sadia enkanena Shomoko the late Ekano say Broni Biba se no akase enya Premier League ne bo a Chelsea ebebo Europa League na fe Newcastle abo conference the Manchester United no omni we bo me ba to the omni say o check United at the 13th position omo points no 38 ase on no Leicester club Saudi on in Sweet Town and some our 20 points omo toso no watch Leicester and some our 18 toso tonkron and of Saddam Tebobo kono our 10 points omo toso adio no afa ma top scorers chart no Leicester the tebia no yam famra o joining Facebook na Otec 102.9Fm Otec 102.9Fm opa like page no na fe watch live video no ama bibia nso atimi akoso top scorers chart no na yankwe no kama ama bibia nso no entimi enkwe de wo mne Samon Salah our 27 Alan Haaland our 21 Alexander Isak our the 20 boy and ding ade aye Chris Wood our 18 Brian Mbeumo our 16 and you one Wisa and some our the 15 Cole Palmer our 14 Anna Oli Watkinson so no our 14 Oma Kanyina no edi de so kama yam kwe no na fe no yam fa stories awodo aka ne nyina am fam na donne kaba me cha no me ba cho no no mpi ebeboa pa ama say no me say ebeboa ka busu na bom oba ne bema se mo bomo na fe mu no donne krebe ebema enkanya na timi ase Marcus Rashford ana de me say kana na no pe no and say season ni nyina pa na wie ya boy ni be wura mo na fe no one United mpanifo Ruben Amorim eka won ese ono mo kwakoye meeting na fede ate ne sa boy no na chese ne da che ne nyina no o matimi akra ne kama aba bebia nso no etimi akoso onde onana be ba cho ane Manchester game amo kwakobo ade ate side ne de Newcastle no de o mne sa Ruben Amorim ayi onana din no ade free Manchester squad ne mo enti ekire asa ate bayinde ayi like say ne ono na elder ade ama United ama bebia nso no etimi akoso Beba cho Kevin De Bruyne ana me de na asem no etimi de atom na yenim se bibia betimi akoye na Kevin De Bruyne wababa ya announce ese season and dia ono ankasa no side de dire Manchester City o se from the free on off no wakwa kwoto adwuma no so ade ama club for from abibia nso no etimi ankoso kama yenim se Kevin De Bruyne buy no o anya bia wonu aba be kasa asam na eno nso ayen sampi na mum no se ye kapa sam na Premier League no na chesa rival bi ana opomade no atimi join ne nyina no entimi maso after City boboko no aye adwuma no ma bibia nso timi koye no na chesa owura ne de Kevin De Bruyne de on in some pineba, boy no added to ja, as I heard, no cranie, says Premier League, no, a woman said, on Osei City, on Bobby, man, says in the India, no contracting up Banaway, no moment a year can no, Sakla will be ba, not almost sporting project, no, on the tuna, no one say, Emutaho, a more fair pa, or bet me a Jumana, why not? Say a Premier League club, say a team by no, Master Red, Kevin De Bruyne. Are you ready? As what I call no quack adwuma. de Brian Munsemuni.
Whatever project is willing to listen, available, I'm willing to listen. You know, I love football. I love to play football. And if a nice project comes, and my family able to make a decision.
Last question I got to ask you, because you're saying an exciting projects. I follow you in Germany. I followed you for many years. So will that say that England is not over yet?
No, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. It could be. It could be not. It's very hard because the decision of leaving has not been that long. So you know, nothing can be decided in a week. And also, in the football world, I don't think everything comes in a week. You know, it goes very slowly. I've not even seen my family since the announcement. So you know, I need to.
Right into way Kevin De Bruyne this sounds something no and some timidity to drama bia and so timia coso young queen man of no men fan some out opina and so timimra answer Atalanta our midfield and it at the Edison and an opedia been secano and it's Manchester United bobo kono and a boy some company didn't come out Amadia men second say United bobo kono I willing some pia or metimia kwakotia pino lectures and release closer I 50 million pounds na fe orano ano so aba be ramo Old Trafford aba be bojuma e Manchester United aba be bianso no etimi akoso kama Liverpool so no awesome owura ni din ade Nicolo Barella obo ade ma Inter bobo kono on me sign na dia men seka and it's still Liverpool eguso didn't come as Nicolo Barella na chese sama no ombekwa koye so point no omonsonsom abeka na bibianso no etimi akoye kama dia men seka na nete no and it's a month to the bubble corner. Yes, say, I'm not taking come on. Then commodity no more TD, no. I live for midfield and it and Alexis McAllister. On say, boy, we no. The air bonnet set month to the bubble corner. I'm saying, I'm a midfield, no. As so much way pa, Emma Bibian so to me coso. Yeah, couldn't see him, no. On say, Ryan Raffenbeck, boy, the agent to the Ababa to just say, I'm the client, no. Tima, a donna kuma so pie Madrid. Nemo no o check the conditions of the world Liverpool. I buy a 10 point never call. Yes, it matter about Cono. At Tennessee Dean Commano. I Alexis McAllister and a boy named Sono. At Timia Bomber listening so I'm here as a someone to be a quia. I'm betting for McAllister no feno. And you might Timia Coso Alejandro Party. Let us report him in second. And it's a boy no. Yes, when your problem. I want a hamstring, you know. Into 3 weeks. By the circle, Quatranche Bade no. A branding it didn't yapa and to buy no, the Amen second say Biansono, a Timiacoso, on Saint Martin Bobo Cono, and it Deportivo Alabes Babone, and on a Don Carlo Ancelotti, Yebusano, as a Madrid, and a Ansanabepo, na remontada, ever yajuma, and no, I know run it did Carlo Ancelotti say, try, was it for sure, a happy many times, and to try, as said the tennis say, Madrid Bobo Cono. Ebetimi aya come back and try ya till the last minute. Now Fabi Biansono etimi akoso kama. Yes, man to the bubble kono. The attendant say light show our Benebe honomono na omuguso ya juma say no bibia koso kama. Ebedrum rebi obon say dum light ni nyina ewo inside ho. Now why you say sum na fe no the attendant say picture no so nko ano ana light ne beto edrum rebi obon so ma so light ni say wom. Now, Feno, baby, and so say, hey, and Timothy Bobo Cono, almost a Sadia Weno, almost some other Sadia good answer about Cono, so while Brad and on some Abaso, let's just say, word for Champions League in Gama, and on some other Timiato Jano, and the other son Samanina, and on some Ultimate to the other men coming on Feno, men fan to the Obekaya, Bayan Bobo Cono, and a Totumont, a boat 2-2. Now, San came on, Mammy Fantuja, as a Brunton, they didn't buy a go, I was saying, no. Bayern phone they check him in J. Esan Saboy and it is so. Adia Bakone say we a game no, and a Vincent Company Ebusano, as a Bema. Adia Bakone say one Casano, lecture say a car. The woman is so different than it did Kim in J. Oh, your mistake on other can say, Anna Company say, hey, I know as money jano, on to me and girl out, and cast a player Bakope, and I know, or cost side than it didn't buy. Emma Chester 3 points no Amon Saka or say Adia Bakone say o check here boys sending in no Adia Bako betimi aka and say any man am kwe or say boy and bobo kono say I'm side no depleted maybe adjective company and describe it by no team no or say team no depleted and now idea depleted there say only Dortmund do ba now nya 2-2 almost idea or can say anyama pina koso name no obetimi aka say players ni bebre aye absent game we no amantimi amobi ento no ontimi enkonko kana fe no amfa nkonko hye ni pa baako asam ano na yeye ano ane kakra ne tai eto dwa ye de sansam no ano nsam etimi ato dwa me ba cho se de America no aye Diamond Scientific Bar and Research Clinic omo ana di donate ba me cha no e de aba dwama so me si donate no de wo mo nie be ma no numbe ebeboa wo ama ne ma ne nyina timi akoso be ma wo tadua no emu aye mre no me ba cho eso opomaten no fe no ene ma nso timi ko e ne nyina ane sa opomaten na onunum donate ba me cha ne bia ebeboa ma tadua no mu aye den pa ama ne ma ne nyina timi akoe sanso ana me pa cho de tie no ane sa wakoma ball pare o Johnson tentem ama wan kasa na najo wotimi sori Johnson a wona nyina saye a eye dona kane na esa wono nom umia wona ase na tom de tie ne saw ya de kakra bi no abra eye dona kano ema na mo fichi ko entimi nkoye no eye dona ka ba mesha ana esa wan kasa no wonso no wotimi ano no ma bibia nso no ano nso wotimi akoso kama sanso no ana memfanto ya se dona kano ono no bia oba watenka no ebe pagya ne kama na afe no wasanya tenka won pama ma ne ma ne nyina ano nso wotimi akoso ma memfanto dwa ese dona kane beboa ama chaso oba wo skin na nkasa etimi atoso ma won ye fe kama infections a wodo ne nyina no ye fe won afe no etimi abadwuma ente dona ka ba mesha ana me kam for ya ma de tie no and say Osons coming so sabe kebe Mr. Ba obenyabe Kwalenak obenyabe asem performance bi or PF obenyabe have me any Daniel Banyana obenyabe yan wa channel so I say Otec fan fidiam wa obenya dona krebiato entum paso ba kwa kochini awo babia ay Otec ya na esa oba say makomako say ye nakam say nan edu na opesa uto ay haya ana esa oba dona kaba mesha ana me kam fidiam wo bibia ay 0246 727 677 0246 727 677 and answer 0249 208 252 0249 208 252 ano ay de atiane se ay tonne keba mesha ana chesa me kam for ya ma na fe no ene ma ni nyina eno nso atimi akoe na mame mfanto ya se on se Champions League no quarter final matches no ebeba so next week no na chesa return legs no yes Madrid babo kono ani the only club owo you wait for Champions League quarter final and Sunday obo game ni nyina and it's 6 teams omo honum eka Madrid ho no omo born Saturday the tennis PSG there omo de postponed and omo de no omo ntimi amo enti mame mfonto dwa ese de tie no no na chese kakra ne den no to dwa ene ade sansam ne nyina anu nsam etibidi abama bibia nso no anu nsam etimi akoso ye de ne nyina no etibidi ato dwa Bernabeu no me ba chori am nse kene na no pen no ene se roof no Madrid ase omone answer game no omo be close enti dede ne nyina ebe gina pitch no so we no anye se bi aye kwakobie ama bia fa ba bia dabi de wo mun se Madrid ababo mo gena fe no oma close ade no ama bibia nso no etimi akoso a ye de ensem ne nyina etimi de aba onim se yes Chelsea o chekia for the last 2 seasons atwam no mame mfanto ya se yes Chelsea sika be 1 billion ana owners ne de awura club no mo ebesine ena omoda so da ba bi omo no enti Chelsea bobo kono we say bibia nso betimi akoso United bobo kono hwe asa Ryan Cherky obo Adama Leon team no omo so ebetimi afa no anye bia no around be 20 million pounds and a Manchester team no and some ababo matena fe no bibia nso atimi akoya ye de nyina and some atimi atodwa na mame confirm say ban team no yes omo so person ton players and also betimi amakra no ebe 100 million euros na from the awram awa dwama so na fe no ene ma ne nyina etimi akoso kama ye de ensama unto no anu nsom etimi de atodwa on se Manchester eguso awe se anye pia o metimi ape goalkeeper makase half Ghanaian Zion Suzuki boy we or Japanese nemo no de tennis and papa efigada Zion Suzuki asama American no yes still Manchester and penning for no as Zion Suzuki amon san so betimi aka no na fe enema nyina timi akwa ni nyina and say player ni day ade Andre Onana de no kwasam no and say ade na nkasa no wadi watagu ama Manchester bobo kono enema pina anonso no etimi akokɔ so ye den sama udon no anonso etimi ya todwa yenkua no wa bra enche bia ye beso so na the boss player wan koka no enso etimi aba no me ma chode ye men senke na no pen no and say no kasa bobo kono a contact boy and den ade Matheus Cunha na chasa ne reps no as a boy no amon sabetimi aka no na fe no onon som atimi aba de men seka and some ura no and some prefer some about joining United bobo kono ano ane kakra na ten no etimi atodwa ya den sama uto no nyina and some etimi atodwa ma bebia nso no etimi akoso kama ma men confirm as a Barca and Borussia Dortmund to game ano ababa so awa de tie ne se memfanto no mo second leg our Champions League no no the woman is Italian referee ne din ade Maurizio Mariani and Empany Fonsono apomate the game no ade man na no pay say na no ya pomate na fe ya adwuma ni nyina wa bra o check ya lectures na via room hono no mamen fanto ya se owura ne din ade Daniel Doveri ensem abewura na fe no ono nsem akwa so ma bebia nso no eno nsem atimi akoso enti o check ya na chese ne ma ne nyina no etimi akoso kama mamen fanto dwa esem owura ne din ade ayama ko de balance no abawu via room ho enti o check ya Italian referees on my Barca and Dortmund the game no so no I am Maurizio Mariani center referee na fe na dia tene se via room one no two air referees sombo no Marco Di Bello and of Daniel Doveri na fe assistants na nkasa line 1 and line 2 no I Alberto I Tegoni and of Orani did Daniel I Bindoni we no and a Barca and Dortmund the game and some ababa swama bibian so no etimi akoso kama and some no also pa name no yenyina so na fe no yamfa nsem ne nyina no emfense ne mom Thomas Muller ebo ne 6,000 minutes edema 60,000 minutes edema side and did it Bayern enra our dark classic no nti boy no enso ameke history enya asem keto akra ensem ne toso ne mom ne yegyina we so na fe no ye de ensem ne nyina si na the boss player wanko Kanu ne Sunday anɔpɛ no wabayɛ nkyerɛkyerɛma odike ene ne wife na odi ne birthday last Friday no yes ye maame na nyankopon hia ne pa ana fe de Diodu girls ye nchi omo Master Jobo generator expert one Brakofi ane Master Dan ana fe so de tie ne se chairman Kwaku ane chairman Samson nyina omo San and Stone aso ye nchi omo boss anopa ye de si na fe de abiyafo abeto aso
yo ye da se pa usanfo yankwa animo na yemfa de ho no ento aso Kofi la be the governor ewa ha Kofi ebeboa na ya hwe nsem nimu kakra na emrepem dia kan dia to so owura ano eya Asante Kotoko chitani a waye PR rekama Kotoko a chese mfie bebre ni papa no abafi ha na no pay a chese yene no ebetwe nkomo bebre afa ne Asante Kotoko any Bechem United akinsi na eba so no ehu eti ya were lots ya obibiri na edemamo nti nyi wafide no emfiri ha yes enyi afide no emfiri ha sanse ha ena ubeti sports a wankasa no ubefili so ubefili pa ubefili all right da wa last year say abo no ndu apa ho sima enum Kofi Labi the governor ewa ha openi ayiko
senior yayi
ayiko yayi no current generation omunimo ufa free JHS 3 eba de bana omunimo bushana ka ayiko obehwe anim sa Ghana is sound in all aspects bibia ne mesesa
bibia mu
and anima bibia identify as Ghanaians no a drew stage be awo ye kra oferi
yera
enti ye throw sanima ni nyina out of the system na ya adopt to the foreign culture ya na a hard drink ba bende obi say anyone
oh adumni ahwi no mani bi e said de bia e kana
ne man de bi ye
akadi aka
ebi so nye de eye no de nyame e hye ne nsa anamboa de hye ni pansa no de enye
na ni nyina mpokura nhye nyame nsa
ete nyame timi de fani paso na aba ho
okay
aja se aha make us nyame aka obi akoma o nyame aka obi akoma so onye obi papa na nipa na so odin atrimodin je onye
ene nyame nko obi akoma
onka obi akoma na nka nipa kro
na nka ye tiseti ya no obi nye action so
normal
obi nye action gidi binanka
ko feel abi
senior
enra so maje a World Cup trophy maje a World Cup trophy before any Black Stars player.
World Cup trophy.
Yes.
Okay,
a World Cup trophy before any Black Stars player in history. Nyabi.
Pacho chrim kakre na World Cup. Yebebo bi ma just 2026. Nenra de World Cup be ho asem na wo kan.
My World Cup trophy. Say me just say World Cup trophy. Tieni you. World Cup trophy. All right. What yeah. There's a proof. Oh wow. Make sure say senior man between that to na man for.
And you di o man na somraha.
My World Cup trophy. Before any Black Stars player. Say Ghana Black Star player behind the World Cup trophy.
World Cup that
WTO World Cup trophy. What you say?
Okay.
Tell me what you say.
Oh, okay, I see.
And I want to say
Matthias here.
World Cup trophy.
How do you na the Barcelona JCG World Cup? Okay, my 2 point now say this is a World Cup trophy. Okay. Hey, but it be a Black Stars player be so IGB pay.
On for picture camera.
Okay. Eri omo mutie no. Say be your town.
On for picture camera.
Omo for proof mra. Oh, okay.
And rather na interested
right. Hey, trophy fatao.
Oh, trophy de fatao.
Any mother fatao pa. Medal ni da uko.
We were medal same footballers be brave. Professional footballers be brave.
Oh, okay.
Mo medal same. I'm say we come mo medal be 3 as 4.
And me cross 2 say 3 sen me kani.
Obi zabo professional Hurricane me medal same. Mohamed Hassan Hurricane. Hurricane Mohamed Hassan.
Hey, ibi anu ajiji nkwanche di ibi.
On fa proof mra. Then you can watch it. And now Kuma would for the 9. And ko muti na ye. Say you best start no mo nsu nti omo sesa omo boys
on
peke e players no Cameroon boys ne Bernard boys ne frafra no mo dre wa chiro but omo ankro fo ne ba mu no and a reality check no
yes
4-1 omo so say first goal Ashanti first and media for Ashanti region media energy
na me read the comments be on social media unso take lead you know a pa and some of the comments among for tigwe so ye radio so ay kasa kwa movie for na ehye enti agire no mbehu say ya 10 ya de na be 4-1 no na feed avidi obi say ayala the watch and a bobo no so if we in buy obi say Kanu afu die
afu ko de se ko
most of us know so bibi nti na ya mfa de na anya adwuma so
omunnim nti
onti de omuti se yebobo aya omuntan mehwe anya hwe kra no touch ne keke be mu ohu se ade ne wo mojanim
ha
na bibi nti ya disappointed footballers in
the Gaza radio. So,
anyway. But most of us are good.
Sure, yeah.
What say?
Ayala, very fine player.
Yes.
Yeah. This match, the schools run mobile.
Sir.
Mobile school. No, on interested. Need no not per ball, Nika.
Okay. All right. So but say ne bonny dear.
Ne bonny dear now. But only bo.
All right.
So the concentration was more on academics, other extracurricular activities.
And I made the message I'm a media ni bia because media team warning, serious warning pa. So could hen one quay boss him. And I didn't know you gym. So if this one can push ya,
because I'm maybe I would get £200,000 a week.
Senior, who's a
party?
Can no money be brave? Oh, I said Franco, yes,
Franco.
Hey, Doctor, I'm ordaining in the form.
Dr. Franco, who's answer?
Aye, but a betona.
Oh, it was
so who's at the anymore Johnny womb. Papa's lie. So a travel kama.
Montana.
Yeah, Tony.
Bobo Debia.
Omomuta boni de
clearly say one. On lucky stamina.
Yeah.
2 or Jibbo na who's a bono. So nimbo.
Andy na man who ye.
Andy nimbo.
Ba obe munu man
no credit say according to him was a bonus he say no. Wa jai boda da.
To bo biache.
And then number 2, a Tony say huma me say Fufubia na wa no.
Hey.
Ni na kan no ba no twetwe ho sa na ase mebo memo nam ho sa ro bo say 2 minutes bia 3 minutes bi no.
Na senior say amamfo di fufu di bobo.
No amen.
Na ho ibiem.
Say you so say Kepa. First
Kepler disappointed me.
Really?
Yes. Oh, my hopes no was ropa but Boba could be me once a way from Nabo and that form. I mean, Obemana, a dia, yea.
Or therefore, you say, or stamina pa, or therefore, HFM.
Okay.
Or stamina pa, only boy, there is a bobby suda, like a bob border.
Yeah. And on any Kepler ball central defense, no. Okay.
We shall so be Safona at least once every weekend, Biano.
Omta Bonibia.
Once a weekend, is a weekend, no. Saturday, Sunday, ne dear, a muba kundi obobo. But yes,
it is an stamina no hoga and a guy now no left back, no.
Yeah, another fine guy. You know, so and the Manfred say stamina ka carrying, but the touches and rounds ni any idea.
Yes.
Born ye ni
send am if you feel the first half, no. Send am me bo right back and no bo left right wing ho.
I said, you guess no crowd Black Star. And I'm not the
Mini call back could be or here no senior. Oh, offensively, no. Oh, yes, solid in team. I mean, actually not quite anymore.
Anyway, it was interesting.
It was nice.
Yeah,
it was nice.
Yeah. And I do still dispute the fact that a World Cup trophy before any Black Stars player.
Minim di obi wo. Enti bia na obi betumi the picture bia be challenge. Ba wo na wo de aba.
Yes.
Wo na wo do evidence aba. I say team for Johnny aba di ni bia.
All right, go yeah, get into business.
Okay.
There is this a year me person dey be share say. We are nanka de won some what church no abaso.
Okay.
Very brief. Me de two no I shall say draw arguments outside. Once a man for be mo testing. Nipa ba ku be what testing is here. I was akwa no. Ya man for go hwe say won num bibia. Now the all kan nyina ne say. The olden day strikers, no, the last generation of strikers in Yawomono. As a debia, ye kabia, I don't want benchmark say. Assume see or Bentina, ye bobum and the Manocrani say. One yard yet to say the current strikers, ye woman. If I see argument, we are Naka America crack.
Okay.
Now, so share me team who's a obey 4 and now against the argument. In fact, some in Nigeria for no discuss
okay.
Sports. a podcast and we make you this commentary.
Very interesting.
Very, very interesting. Very, very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. Shevchen Kumu, Ronaldo Mo, and you know who is
the idea that all the forwards in the 90s and the 2000s that were quote-unquote elite names were top footballers is a myth. You only watch these guys on some of the biggest stages, right? You didn't watch them week on week. You didn't watch them on their bad days. People talk about Del Piero, like, oh, Del Piero lost his shirt to Ibrahimovic and Trezeguet.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Even at Euro 2000, he lost it to Super Mario. Mario Del Vecchio benched him in that tournament. What are you saying? You understand? Inzaghi was not great consistently. People talk about Inzaghi was banging 30 goals every season. He wasn't. The standard of strikers at the time, if you bank 15 goals in a season, you are probably a good striker. I get it. But Inzaghi didn't even bank 15 every season. Romelu Lukaku is a great striker. Do you understand? People underrate someone like Lukaku. Even though if you put Lukaku is a better forward than Filippo Inzaghi. I can say it anywhere. But if you say it outside, people are going to act like it's blasphemy because of nostalgia.
But you cannot tell me Raul was not a proper striker in these days.
Bro, I don't think a striker like Raul will be world class in this era. You know, part of the reasons why those guys are venerated more, because nobody was crunching numbers as much as they would. Do you understand? Those niggas are so lucky. People are going to look you in the eye and tell you that Didier Drogba was great throughout his time at Chelsea. No, he wasn't. But bro, in the first 2 seasons of Drogba, he was mid. He was mid. This is the most skilled generation in the history of football. And skill level is only going to get better. Do you know why? Because this generation of footballers are a result of whatever existed in the past in football.
Okay, the strikers then are actually, for me, they are more. These strikers are more efficient, but they are well-rounded. They had everything people were looking at. They had the aesthetics, they had goals, and they had the moments. It's not about the goals. Like, they had the moments.
Now, you said something the other time that players, efficiency is what people... The optimization now is for efficiency. You might not need to be able to do anything else.
Yeah. Alan cannot dribble my producer. But when it comes to banging in goals, he knows how to do that.
Also, the point I'm trying to make is forwards of this era are massively underrated. Forwards of the past are massively underrated. The idea...
All right. A branch argument, no. Say, strikers of the 90s and the 2000s, are massively overrated. And the modern strikers, are massively underrated. The Benza, because the 90s and 2000s, Zaghi, Del Piero, Ronaldo, Raul,
yeah,
Van Nistelrooy.
So baby or the bay crowd they beat him the Drogba ma beka ho.
Yeah, Drogba mu. I say early 2000.
Yeah, fa Eto.
Samuel
Eto, yes. At least would they
Drogba generation.
Yeah, very see one.
Now, for the current ones, you see, Erling Haaland, Romelu Lukaku, Victor Osimhen, and Lewandowski,
yes,
Thomas Müller,
Rasmus Højlund.
Mr.
Let's all come Victor Osimhen.
Maybe I'm a Rooney more, Diego Costa more, and I mean this current generation of strikers are home near the. It feels olden day strikers. The only time I will show a game.
Obviously, I'm for Ronaldo ni Messi in Kanu. Typical forwards.
Strikers. One offensive players and as attacking players. Strikers. Like, those days, so who say Ronaldo, can say, Del Piero, if you're a Champions League quarterfinal, being and then a better TV, someone you don't watch them week in, week out to say Nedi Ayeshomo and now Lukaku, a Chinabe Lukaku, at the Chamber Lukaku, to Shien Nabu or Yadian Nabu, a China Shiabu. But we would, you hear more once a while, and once a while, no say about home on performing. So what it means, they say, ya more over hype mo ya pejo mu di no ba mu nu ho wo check your numbers no a enu ne and no bit me bought 30 goals as one yard or to me bought 25 goals as one yard but those days we bit me say 15 goals 14 goals near boni din baby up to 9 that's so ni argument no.
Yeah. But
mini baby a ujina mum de. Ba yenchia George Wiafe.
Okay.
Ghana ni a owo USA or US Army or Kotoko fan pa maybe a story bi wa ha or Kotoko abuano tattoo
etone. Oh wow.
Was the US adian chin bi asasa maybe more 5 a.m. 6 a.m. ni ade ba sorry also TNT and channel opinion na say. Yes. Na Kovi
opinion.
Solidino ya yunua Solidino. And so say yamo asamoah jandi nka ho the current strikers. No?
Okay.
Yes, it means that Samoa Jandi.
All right.
Yeah, but
say Mabo Hoyland dia or say dia Samoa Jandi.
Mabo Hoyland na Samoa Jandi. Disrespect to the baby jet.
Yes.
All right. Mami to you.
Yes, I am against the argument. No. I'm not for the point now always, you know. And me call for the older generation, right? Now, he made a point. Say, and you be share 25 goals, 30 goals. That is not even true. It's not true. Today, say we share 20 goals a season. Every league be a wombia, you are celebrated. So as I say, if you check the major leagues across Europe, now share omomu lead table now. In the last few years, say we have double figures, 20 and above, 30 and above, you are hugely celebrated. And it is not a matter of fact, say, we share 30 goals, we share 20 goals, we share 25 goals, and they are, if I say, ABB tribe. So, but you see, the argument in our say, those days, now, the entire show more consistently. Until there were games it became no very poor. But until we just saw the good days in the pet. But Kanu, I think that say oko that way and skew.
Yeah, man, is a fact. So
say
we didn't get to watch them more like we are doing these days.
Yes, that's
what I say. And those days, Kai 2003, United, any Madrid Champions League was a quarterfinal and semi. They almost shared 3-0. Ewo Benabo, I saw 4-3. Ewo Old Trafford no.
I think semi.
Okay. Sir, imagine one of them. I think either the first or the second leg. Near Pebiashe senior, then Tanio Central Barracks. Ye chin around area 190 baby in Yaboni Bianhe. The only place an boy being Bianhe air doctors no quarters a war confanochi. You drew also security for some me Tiboni and Yabianhe. Say I make a say by ne say ne born mo bonu Pluto cra me family funa menye Bianhe. So the Sadano obi hwe ya mima hu. The Metian said Madrid say United 3-0. The MTN say United I said 4-3. You hear Sadano. You nya big chance say no man, but then no be big chance no say na. Man hwe ball no kra. Acha 5-6 minutes time. Oko social media no near chat. So access to games no na problem those days.
Yes.
But once a while you benya matches ni bi ahwe. Won say the pure pine na dem boy ade. Sana or argue the point.
I get it. Right. The fact that games no any exposed to a bigger audience no doesn't mean say they weren't doing well. So what you say? So when you be a rimpa, you hear that team biashe play a biashe. So what you say? It wasn't just about watching the game. Say your game be now beat me ahead. But at the end of the day, top performers in the game, whether Osei and answer one share ewo. So what you say, a idea, it is there, it is known to be true, a fact. So, CCA, if you want to go back, now wako YouTube, say, search for, yemfani say, be a Raul, Nigosa, you get it. So what you see, so the fact that around that time, now platforms and also for people to watch, especially here part of the world, no. Doesn't mean that people elsewhere didn't watch. So what you say, and you a man for knowledge in the game was through. Omunya chance share those players. Some of them clearly match day venues, stadium or right? Our masan ashe enedi, and you can compare. Senior, you see, in measuring obi modern on, you don't necessarily have to watch. Say game ni koswano and san wetimi measure nipa ne performance. So what you say? Say wo ye surveyor and now ye researcher. So what you say? Who make references. You visit documents. So what you say? A woho things that are documented. Ebi krampo awono as at the time I hear documents you were not there. But it has been documented, you can refer to it. It doesn't change the facts. So, and if you check, few days I share womo, any omo performances, you goes eto chain, say play a kuta ball, ne qualities, ne skill set, you can compare. For example, say ofa Chelsea, Chelsea Football Club. Now the Didier Drogba Jinaho. Now the Diego Costa Jinawa. You cannot say those days na enye easy to watch games. Ewo yenye part of the world. Entino. Because first 2 seasons Drogba didn't do well. Entino, Diego Costa is a better player than Didier Drogba. No, because the numbers are there to show. And no more, we saw it. We saw the good days of Drogba. We saw Diego Costa. Anyhow consistent at Drogba. Yeah. You see, in the olden days, Kanu, na game no a much more difficult, tougher than today. Some of the decisions are referees eteki today in the game. Those days, overlooky tackles be a beko strikers so referees emrano yasi semua a protected strikers any players no. In the olden days it wasn't like that. I remember some time ago there was this conversation about Messi and Diego Armando Maradona, and an old man cited Maradona days. I say we had tackles be ne ko Maradona so obi timi to the net ya no bright no sorry no asa fabo no de ko today sa tackle no half or quarter of it e ko Messi and Ronaldo so a referee be award free kick amano. So the factors are many. You don't just dwell only on the fact say those days na games ninya live on TV we didn't see omo bad days. Every footballer or bad days or good days. But you generalize it. No one share a lot of factors. And I believe that Kanu generally, it is established, say, current generation, or the tuto kanenwa. And not just strikers nkwa. Almost every department, quality need drop it. Drop it. What do you have? Mame min trimra ye pensi crisis.
In a way, Mr. Muhun is say, as a, with all due respect to the old generation midfielders, you know, I think that creativity is who from Kakra as compared to the current ones. Just imagine, say, Obi to say Ruud van Nistelrooy, United, or Bob behind Bruno Fernandes. He have 40 goals a season as a move.
Like chances creation.
He can't bear 40 goals. Ruud van Nistelrooy. And now say Luis Ronaldo. At the one now will be to say Kevin De Bruyne. Our midfield ho. So uncreative man. So like Erling Haaland, you know him say born no say what the born man so on preparing to chini there on young one day. By Erling Haaland you say bottom ho no finishing out. Enti De Bruyne among other players Bernardo Silva man say and no nimi Timun Sokuma no ni my name and or yet that or yes I did with perfection. Yes, those days near midfielders, they but no ragged like you got two so more line, he be Roy Keane more, he be Prao.
But there were still Pelu type.
Pelu more were all right there, Kakamu were all right there, but I mean no munye sa flamboyant players are not assist with ease near there. It was a Pelu. Onye noted for assist. Onye noted for distribution. To say for schools, mo die tumba kwa no boss shot asheni ade. But like say proper playmakers. Say you be as on there on your assist Bruno, Kevin De Bruyne, Eden Hazard more o create man forces can you be so hono man get bia because just imagine a Salah and I break record that England about the highest goals are Obia share in the league. In the league yenya Ruud van Nistelrooy, yenya Robbie Fowler, yenya Les Ferdinand, yenya Thierry Henry, great strikers and the money are there. Salah break record.
Salah is around fifth.
Break record
in the Premier League all-time top scorers. Oni Aguero, I think 184.
Yes,
and he has the chance to add up. Chelsea and Rico and goals and Rico 187 goals. So, but I was just checking the assist. Now me assist now. So now De Bruyne is leading.
Yeah.
Said the Okayan 119.
Yeah.
And a Fabregas 111.
I mean, Fabregas mo.
Yes.
Who are Fabregas mo de wachia? Who be say goals no?
Yes.
Who be say goals no? Share Costa 2000 Antonio Conte team or the Belgian Chelsea league no. Fabregas the engine. Best set out on more bashes But those days no, this is what Jibo no.
Diego Costa or Messi baby.
Those days no.
So
say Henry to Jibo free center. Watching ya
be a different no dem Mikasa.
Ryan Giggs mu the ball free chile sa no akwakose wa de. So what is
the argument ni the older generation no on be winning.
Yeah, I think say the older generation no about this current day, modern day generation ya o me say goes pa
mama one example Kumasi Asante Kotoko in the last best 10 years we are sure say Kotoko enya Steven Udruso midfielder ni bi o team nim
there be
e bi ni ho na hindu a type of strikers in the last 10 years Kotoko nya bi ukru
the argument ne ba ye local you say and wash that be make sense because at the end clearly the difference between the old generation and the current
Emuso even in our Black Stars Steve Napier type of players ewo ye team nim Sule Lai Kingston Michael Essien. Let me say Matthew Amuamu. So okay, who's a sa Nansei na no masha say sa kwesinya nteki time eba no. Say Matthew Amuamu na ombe start lead the attack ni maya. So today we can't get that type of players ni be in our team.
The players who are here close to them
Uko right backer John Pencil crowd in recent times he's been our best right back. Right. Not saying why able.
Yana Ben, Mekaita Ben one no time make this argument pa. Also a believer of the current generation. Or say 34 no. And Emma young generation yeah. In fact, on quite sometimes we based on Black Stars arguments. Yeah, current players or me a big. Bibrina a big a chain. Sa generation of players are both adokwe papu mu bebo adokwe papu mu jumping Simon and Israel England kakra. But we are talking of players who start and play in big games for Arsenal, for West Ham, for way.
But those days some of our players were also doing well.
Exactly.
Kufo was a key member of the side, right? Tony Yeboah, Ewo Premier League. He was a key member. Okay. Muntari, Ewo Italy, Stephen Apia, Ewo Italy, Michael Essien, wherever he was, from France to England, he was a key member of Nitima Wabubia. So what you assume? The older generation also be catch say those days no grand because na games ni any platforms are who do I expose it to a bigger number. There were greater things they did. The cameras captured a lot of people didn't see. So what you assume? Enti one way ya ona say nanu ya na ye kika all-time top scorers for Black Stars. That no usunum raise red flag.
Yeah.
Say goes or macheno. At that time there was nobody to count and document them.
Nana Jimanjew, or anywhere be Sunyani or be, yeah. Also on Black Stars goals, our Shama Munimano,
so.
And there are some more than 50 goals near the Otiana say. Although one match with me said 12 goals, 7 goals, my Black Stars.
Yeah.
In Nayan documenting, you know.
And I'm saying, I'm here, Abedi, the highlights be. So, na ma be Jordan, no ma be Didi. No who say, Omni Omo Papa Nintem no, ne muwa. So what you say? But say, woman in Europe, Jinemacha. So what you say? We watch them plenty times, me boy. But so Omo Papa ne bo na no bo say, wa fa bo ne dane na no a. Senior to say de na wo kano. Obi make creative reno. Obe fa wo mfimfia na chire. No atwe. One pass ya or the cotum straight. In the older generation, the senior, you were a lot. You were a lot to do. I bit me a catch up with. I mean, with them.
Yeah, another example. So to back, guy in argument here, the Osei here about Lukaku. No, Lukaku Premier League goals be breaching Drogba. So you're aware. Yes. But unless you can say Premier League legends and now you. Even though Lukaku any league, you know, only trophy with that Drogba, I think twice or 3 times. So, but in terms of numbers, Lukaku has set Premier League goals. And Drogba, but you can say boss strikers or my did the abo Premier League ni ya over Drogba. Lukaku.
Yes, on the internet make us oh measure performance and no me peak. Sometimes, okay, said there was a time Mourinho can say me say. And yet the Biane was a focus on the numbers. Do you remember our comment for Mourinho? Or kind of you as a or person can be a suit in the argument and no assess on a measuring rod. No. So, but the point is that senior, what they can create Lukaku Jinaho, Drogba Jinaho, Fabaku Kobo Time, Name Yampong Komono. Faba,
no, but Govinia is but je, no, and West Brom, loan, Everton, or the boy in a very poor Man United team. What you say?
Really?
Oh, Lukaku by United, and I never Pabiasa. Nyani born, but like United team, no. Ni so to say, Alex Ferguson time, no. What you say? But I know Crown producing numbers. But should be on none and Namia, and it goes away to me. I say, I doors and 10 Drogba, what you didn't channel. Oh, Premier League. Onyade Lukaku
yes obi ayade asem ne ye kon ba ye ka say ne ye ka numbers na ye the man say more goals in the Premier League. I was just trying to check but say minya specific numbers no.
Oh, okay. So all right, once I kasa no I'll try and confirm numbers.
But and the numbers ne man say more numbers in the Premier League, but Openi put everything together. Right now, we say numbers ne dey na ne dey make impact. So what I say, it make impact. Again, you see, me, I am a believer of strikers. And you say jina ho, ni emfa bo ni mrew. Na shenkwa. Ushe Drogba ni involvement in the game. So what I say, even when he's not scoring, right? Or on the total contribution is something that we are denya untimi nyimfrim komoni. The last time near come Victor Osimhen said there have been times he never scored for the Nigerian national team, even the last AFCON. But the Juma obeye anyhow obe fight ya struggle with defenders accurate the chance for others to score. So a key, and that's one thing about Drogba. He's a complete striker. So what he has, it's not all about scoring goals na keke. So and if you check competitions at Drogba a boy for Chelsea at that level scoring important goals, would they check Abramovich by were invest at the point he wanted Chelsea to win the Champions League or Muko final, Nemfa semi-final. Sir, when Chelsea were winning Omu first UEFA Champions League title at the Allianz Arena, look at that goal Drogba scored. Look at the goal and the timing of the goal. It was almost a day over for Chelsea, but Drogba kept the momentum, brought Chelsea back into the game with that equalizer. Key on the gravity of that goal, no, and very difficult to measure in the history of Chelsea Football Club. That goal brought Chelsea back into the game, and the game look up penalty shootout, and in the end, Chelsea a winning or move first Champions League title. But in the case of Lukaku, right, when it matters most, he would disappoint. He would disappoint. I remember the Super Cup game at Chelsea. Around that time, was it Bayern Munich?
Yeah, Bayern. The Lukaku say a penalty.
Of course, a penalty. Mourinho dry. So, some occasions, no, and I was say, will live up to expectation. Big players are meant for big games, big occasions. No one show up, and that's the difference. There were several times our own Drogba goes to be Emma Chelsea senior. So we say, oh valuna, ne value no be wastropa. And when it comes to the numbers, yes, Lukaku ayebi. So what I say, but team be a wakwaku, especially the big teams, no. Apart from Omo Italy, no, and the Italian league in recent times, we all know that above from players who are not able to deliver in the Premier League. Say Italian teams ne fa more. They go there, they prosper in a way. So what I say.
All right, starts Drogba 254 appearances in the Premier League. 104 goals, sorry. 104 goals. And Lukaku 278 games, 121 games. To more games and more goals. Drogba in the Premier League.
But Drogba records beer, so we would do. In America, winning the league for Chelsea,
okay,
and the Champions League. See now what I say? I'm saying that do. So, and now now show be a contribution. He goes contribution to the total team play. Drogba is far ahead of Romelu Lukaku. The link-up play cry poor. Very poor. So, and you see, there are people who even believe, say, and they said the game ni city. So what you say? Senka Lukaku ye clinical pa. Can numbers no cry much more than the Okadres here. So, that is the difference.
Mate, I wish that Uncle Bianca Neskandi Suaha.
You bet me at was so my Monday.
Okay,
no problem. So, you bet me for defenders, goalkeepers, near the Abba. Me free, they are the only two mono. I was just going through. Namasha, Namu said, even goalkeeping, senior. Who did it for no barber people out to me say above form. Say what the MFA and infam. You have both two best goalkeepers in the game this year. Man only a crowd or coffin, right? To the upper Ibia, Yemfa Alisson Becker for Liverpool, right? Donnarumma for PSG.
Lukaku, I can't say Courtois
for Real Madrid.
Until Ter Stegen and Ibra for Barcelona. Yempe baby for Unana Sunse.
Unana did me a baby and funny. Yeah. So, when I cried and Nanka me pay baby dinner she. Emi Martinez because of the exploit at the World Cup.
Okay.
But all these goalkeepers, with the Emfa Buffon, Yemfa Peter Cech, Yamubosa goalkeepers,
Van der
Sar. Who did see? I say Casillas cram no. Okay, they didn't back who so I said Casillas no. Now man for believe we say errors no.
Casillas
now wedding.
I don't mind
but he was I mean a bit in the Casillas group.
Casillas, one of the best there was our generation.
So now they better to name one.
But strikers in the there will obviously be people who contrary views just like
yes, but near Bia could defenders. They are
strikers no. They
say yeah, senior ye betimi abo 2 pe o de mame fa Hurricane kan na nye 3 Hurricane Lewandowski Haaland Asa ebi ni wo ukopɛ striker to sisi Osimhen ye kra ye say Man U momfa ne sa Chelsea ye nkopɛ bi senior 1 season pe eno my crazy performance be in terms of numbers so ati ase age kra so nsend ni side sa so e say ebi ni wo so pe typical entina ya na Arsenal no wo mo super ateta okofa hwan ebi ni wo bo bi kire na mo ka Jokeres for Sporting, right? Na Retegi. So
Atalanta.
Yabekwa akofo ma ba Premier League ni mana La Liga ni mana wo de
top clubs no.
Ubo se na ade na Pascal. Senior enti ade no ekọ form bo. Ekọ form wo de hwe Ronaldo ni Messi gap kra ye ka attackers a. Gap a Ronaldo ni Messi. Ebie diama the current ones. Dembele, Vinicius Junior, Mbappe. When be near the Nebeka home. In Yabi. The Kofa and Yeva Fufu Dimo. Any Copa Mamu Mekahuana. Bukayo Saka Mumekahu. Near the Omako to Messi de Ronaldo. Of any. So, Entino. And commodity the head, but. Me sure say 34 no
Father Dusty will make a very brilliant point. I will say today's striking is very difficult because a tip of your nail can put you in an offside position. Say offside no, and this ain't no, and can for no. It's me offside near you and you are kobashi.
I know ho.
As I say, we least mistake.
Na say for no so. Who can be kakrebia. Yebeji kane no yebe twa ukoto dwim na wo se wo sori na wo sa de ball ni eko obi no obeji ama
anyway
so din common there
interesting
34 ni be win 34 ni be win say wo fa no aba na me ka Steven Oduro type of midfielder yi you see how we hwe Ghana ha kra wo be kwa kopnya bi wen unya bi.
Ozigano, I think you guys are not being fair. If you don't want to include Messi as a typical striker, that's perfect. But the two are not the same here because CR7 is different. And that makes him a unique forward. He's been successful with all the qualities a typical center forward should have when it comes to air balls, scoring with both legs, fighting around the box, striking from all angles and whatever. So please come again. All right, upon. I don't know. In fact, Ronaldo ni Messi didn't have for one argument when they say, what the argument was argument be anymore.
No, and beyond that, no crano. Who say omunye typical center forwards.
Ronaldo, obe boy, Oba United number 9, wabubu bia.
But onye okay kra, so didn't ko jina wa wompe.
Onye number 9.
Wompe hono. I had to say Mbappe. And say I'm Real Madrid for the jina we. Onye okay, ba akoba ni senti wo so obo ni sa. So what I say.
All right. Me no ya dwen. Kofi, di even see anaba wura matches mu kakra.
Oh, say bre wo ho dia.
E bre de nka bi ni ho mum. E bre de nka bi ni ho.
Okay.
Na mum.
O de ye mfa nkɔhye china.
Okay.
Ye mfa nkɔhye china na ye mu boss.
Mate. Ana me mu bo matches na nka man prediction bi because ana am for per say wadwen kyerɛ about how our games in this yakɔ.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna try BB so ya de nti yenhwɛ Chelsea Ipswich Town there. Chelsea for any British Champions League but this should not be a tough one for them.
They should. I was a Chelsea team because they say Man City Ashe. I will rat top 4 him. Ama o check Premier League table now say Eugene project ma you see say Chelsea are now on the 6th position with 53 points. Right? Behind Villa, Man City. City were 55, Villa were 54. So, and between Chelsea 53 and City 55, na 2. And a win for Chelsea and against Ipswich.
Already Chelsea be right up 4.
And never back. But you see, there's a danger because this Ipswich side can almost Chelsea this season 2-0. So at home, almost Chelsea 2-0. And now we have Chelsea performance. This is yes in the Conference League. almost a Ligia Washoe, right? But the last Premier League game on boy was against Brentford. And it was a game Chelsea should have won. Say na Ujamfu Ababak Udika Damfu. Nicholas Jackson. So, but wow factor about Chelsea is missing. A man is scary, but when it comes to the win, a must-win game. If indeed Chelsea per se or mobile tofona, same thing applies to the United game. But a very difficult situation for Manchester United because United position league table no so 13th on the log. They've lost more games than the Oma winning. I think United they've won 10 games in the Premier League and Oma lose 13. So and you are going to play against the same side. Almost was United. You remember?
Yeah.
2-0 yeah. But you are doing so, yes. You are doing so at a time. Osei Akoto Conference League, no, in mind.
Europa League.
Sorry, Europa League. Because Wakobo 2-2 against Lyon. And Aubefi, away go doesn't matter in this current dispensation. So, you are thinking I was say all right to get a good score line in the Europa League. At the same time, you need to get results against Newcastle United. I think the
United
best for United by 1 point.
United best.
Isn't that will be some media?
Liverpool and West Ham no so dey enya dey yes. Liverpool best
because this season Liverpool need the same side about twice. First one was in the EFL Cup round 3. Liverpool show 5-1 right at Anfield. And in the league Liverpool share West Ham United by 5-0. So but in the last best 2-3 games Liverpool about in the Premier League, you know. I don't know say Arsenal chase normally looks like almost so momentum na perform kakra.
Salah extending baby.
He should. I was so teamy baby.
All right. Wolves will fail to Spurs. I mean, bit mark or 50-50 bit mark on either side.
Yeah.
But Madrid they were Deportivo Alaves and SMP. 27 minutes they were Italy. Atalanta 2, Bologna 0. All right, Tigobi, yemfa see ana.
All right.
Yanko ada issue so. Obeni akwaba na bia boko de.
Yeah, bro me ya bibia boko.
Da nyame akwaba so. And a big game okuma say go be so yawe.
Pa. Kotoko Bechem United.
Mse Bechem for the fact so many Kotoko edi agro na nzen ancheze park so me di agro. Say na nzen Kotoko ne nso atre issue ba ya pole film na the team ba kwa wa ben Kotoko yi pa was a real time mu no na Bechem United. Yeah.
And omni Kotoko ye ni pa. Se ka se eye nkoja Bechem United for a define and come up
and Kotoko so reciprocates our gesture no wow. So I think we call match BOB or call a
young apostles
ban supporters no so pursue Bechem ekosra Bechem for no ekoda o masina FFA but en dey 3 points ne matanti namfuse mi anim ti ne baba yara stadium e ho be nze Kotoko hwe so Major League you know we one of the games are also mo share.
Yes, because Go Stars a bare 95% on Beshe
Apostles
against Young Apostles or Dance Park.
Tise Kotoko eslepu pe asembeba. When I'm that match we dem ben team ni ye pa and then Kotoko the minim Kotoko match mabonu kumasi a manhu it's like sebi waduane a wudie ni ade nte da wakoma so ye pa but against Bechem who is saying
memfa kwanya istoncha ye tiefo na ni titu nko Kotoko supporters so
okay
na fi all football fans loving fans obi a wotifie wani ji football ho de senior wo busa na match no a different because henceforth no memfa say efi na ekui no yen chihye mu ene niema sese abede dwe say no me no ade ba ku bia nan se na ye twe ho daire ne niema na ma transidi ya hu se nia ebebo kuma sa Asante Kotoko na boa supporters ye nyina ne se ye be motivate ye ho na ya motivate players ne mo na match bi ebe komu fi na ku bia ye be win
okay
ene no ye mfa ne se nations any to atre na ebo omo bo awie me mfa nse be 12 year bet nations lead bi a 3-0 enti I like say nation be ebe win match no o de mfa no ye mfa
so nation di ono obo nso atre enti age 3 points na
obo nso atre o de fa nse obo enu o lead nso atre ena Kotoko ti ho enti de na nso ye wo so wo bebo enti nia esa wo ye ne se nso wi ni wo de enti time bi a nso atre ana team bi eni nso atre ebo no na ya age points na ma sa team no yen tra fie sanchi ye dem fam during that period yes any team bi bo enti ese motivate ya woni motivate ya boys no mo hu se enena wo bo bechem no nations ni nso atre nso bo a sabre no nations leading nso atre yeah like say o mu win
okay
enu ntide na mo so mo esa mo ye enti esa musumu wi ni mo de anya sa o kachiu enti kwan bia so no esa ye de points no ma teams bi no na yesu esa ye bomodin ni esa ye wi ni ye matches.
I see now Bechem United in particular omo ye team ba ko so a omo ha Kotoko yie pa nzo ya aware of
yes so wa wonim se na mo kan sei ayonkofa kase abeto Bechem ni Kotoko ntem sana Kotoko ni ada teams ni tiu ni ene ha senzo nkase despite say ye hia na ye gidi ayonkofa papa so da yentem ye ne has but they do the foot of play na ho de obi nkase puju onchi ni anyejo ho de hyenko anwejo because e do say e bobo no dia ayonkosem ni because say Kotoko ni bia players supporters everybody one say you be call Africa and I be who say you bo Africa and Africa say you monokwa so betimi akobobo em Africa ye hu a this oji league
no correct
and I would je
Africa yeah
na ve ope so oji league ye ona de be na mfosem debi football bon de damfo ni ye bo wie di anadamfo aba eni e bo wie di an ese ye bia eni be Bechem United na ye wie a omo matches aka omo ni teams bia sabe so se bi ebru omo ni ye prende ye kota omo achi no omo ni omo abonentawe we nya de enwanwa ebisi ba bia bi wo be ye ni omo die sister ye ni omo die bi nso ta akire a omo be pese enke be lose be ye lose ye be hye Bechem ye wi a ye de support ba bi omo be ko bia ye bene ho na ye wo supporters wo de ye be si do say ombe kwa kota Bechem fu achi
asem ba ko ho these days the facts Kotoko omo firepower no so at like since a team no break here because of pole issue ni ade no as a team no the way I know see bo before no enye sa na omo born after in terms of anke Kanu ne goals ne ni ade na se so ate kakra
and dey be nyu wachi omo akra jitum say na wa hwe say ye shase na ye be me van say bra ye take ye say afi obi aba stadium na ni ji na goals no flow no say next speed na e dey ba na masa na no odin na no odin pa but pole wo no e ma enema pi chesan nyame mfa mi nua ne kransi ye
amen
e ma enema pi chesan na so no the way I motivate boys no ene ye na chitafo ni nyina akra kan ye because senka Kotoko ye lead na baba ya sports stadium na be spectators in fact and so any
crap
okay say na wo kan ja ni asode ba eni nipa na afie twi wo mo ba na afie de bibia edum o eno ntino ye de wo gidie say fi na ekono amanfo a wonke be sa ba supporters no minim say na die muni ye hwamo supporters no be ba because open football na pe ball papa hwa ese enya kura na ntse kotoko bo match ese obi atimi ba be hwe bi na ehye betim
me be say me bisa sa asem we kotoko supporters nze ga nkane kotoko sha na manfo ba park ba say kotoko hye ni mu na manfo ma
ni ma bi o minua o jure ho a on ti ase ya prior there's so many means but yesi nipa brane ya money bede na mom eno so nche say ye theatre okay say ye gusua ni ye hu ye nuanom ye office nom e kasa on the 70p won near money some incidents bi aba stadium a esisie enema bi wo ha wo ba ho a wo behu ebi ye referees ebi ye ne supporters ebi ye manage any factors in the door so mebre wo ka say wo bobo so a but we nyina achi no say anto antwe na ya amatim no nso ahia ye na ya anye focus na ye kodidi niema bi achi a emo aye obi wo a oso ye kotokoni se ne amemeti ye memini sio a wo be ba kotokwa ze unya ba ye wranya bo udin se wo na team no de ahye on sa me no na diri edana ye be yi wo no any 2 minutes no ano no me wre ni mu bia me ni ba bia me no to kwanta ya pai because onye kotokwa djuma biem entimi no twi eni twaka biem ena me nso no wo ba ye no manfa me ho amehihye wo
okay
minim panimu bi obelidi kotokwa me gwakwa no obetimi aka se masori aba ne nchen ni fie na djuma ni na me ni na hye dabi mesum kotoko mesum yera sabi asonse bi ebru Asante Kotoko belongs to Asante Kingdom and asabi ebru said the son me Asante ni die eye meja pade eye som ena megum Kotoko ye moja Kotoko team no ya na bi no ntiase e kwan krokra ye gibata menhia ho ebeye ebe bata akonya no enti sababa bata akonya no na sa mesum ye urade a na sasa bibi bia ntunya film na kwa me de Kotoko no namnim
okay
me say amanfo anyima no nsi bone yes wo nye wo belongs to Asante Kingdom no na no nche say wo ntimi madwon wo nkan wo
Asante Kingdom de so nya Asante fo nkwa na fall under Asante Kingdom
tambia no ye kan na amanfo bi edi kosisi baby ye nyina ye dia so obetia odwane Liverpool ye wo Manchester supporters ne Barcelona ni ayino me sa match wo mo nyina de chemi amempe
okay
me de ne Kotoko because me wo hope say Real Madrid baba yara ha kuma ta Asante Kotoko ye be hye wo me yes
current Madrid
me nim tima e be ba ha
Mbappe mo ni Vinicius mo e be yiro ende be yiro
nyere kra nyere maye kra no om de be answer om de be hye pitch endi yaso yakwa no mo so de ahye be se baba yara ha de awurade ye be hye wo mu nyina
I see
enti me de me Kotoko no enam nim
okay
enti me som Kotoko mi bibia ye ko enti sa na me pese me nuanom no moye enu ani gi football ho eni nipa bi ati ade na ope no me hu se wope sani asabi ebru sabi eson se wope duane bi ana wanya wonkwa bi a wope pa na wo hwea masa bibia nu abetimi distract wa from say ade a wope wanya na wo enjoy and you know for sama Kotoko no nya wa ade na yenya foreign na yi no a on ze kra na metu amitie ya na anu nwanyi motatetefo strikers na tetefo ya bobi bifo so the house there be ho de mfanto wo se wo de wo nye nipa ye ka fie dia be ma ye nkwala no wo mo tie na hu say yes because so mention ahinduanom chilalasanom ene ayi wo betimi dey compare na nkwala ya ayebu ye nkwala o mo ye good but o mo nuru
and did America san say they tete ye ka say ye compare tete any current players say we league ni mo a atinye bia ni ho
emu wa me from goalkeeping to emu wa me pray
atinye bia ni ho
and me mo ye falling why nam so me pe local one
atinye bia ni ho
Now wo kan local one dey chinye anyway. Wo foreign players no. Sama TV so awuni ne. Eh fa na hu no. Bo hu na India. Wo hwe ne match. 90 minutes no ba kokora ntim free mu. But TV so dia no. Incident me bre nim ununu.
Yeah.
By India, they no obono. Wo share ni bia ni movement every steps bi obeti obiano. Wo ho wani dia. Oh, enti wo mo sa no ne ese yede wo mo ye comparison na ye chirechire wo mo enti unza eba baby na even brasta akre kobobora ya na wo press no ba no mo ne wo mo ahye wo mo experience. Am wo mo hu se ne wo mo tie. Na me ne make one ayi bi ya me de pa. First no ana Argentina ni obo ni dindi no compare Messi. Maradona no mo bobo. Masa mo ebi ana de ebi abeto kakra.
Maradona de manye bi anhwe.
Na sa. Bobo ni awe po, uni mo po.
Ya.
Uni mo po.
Grind na ze.
Ene awe po. Uni si ya e beje ofa o. Ana me ni amboa. Be uni si na ye twa. Bo na sabre na nka Roberto Carlos no kani esi wo mo na mu odi ye de ball no timi be hyemu mienu mfimfini obi anyini nan baya na ball no atimi apai anya fawo ena pona ye nwiya na ama football no kra Ghanaian soccer na sai no
emu ayefo
ayefofofo na striker obi de ball ko ni ebi hururi fa boss ni eyiye nan beta mo Ghana for ya wepo na ye nyiye nan eno ne na ama yetimi egie ye konka Africa because wona no more than one wepo kra ye free ankola abremu no ya wepa ko zizo obenyini obemacho a wo se wo bobo e wo park so
na ze ko report ya abenya red card o
enam say ya mfante tinkwala no ba now oh ya breso no anka twade ne anka no e de bobo no nyina no ya wepo enti enanu mu aye de free ankola abremu akodu say ya bobo enti e begina park so a ya macho akre bobo no ye nsuro udisi ye betwa Anuntini na omo ye good so otimi we pon wo twetwe e de kosha enye nanum de ya wutu wo nan no kra no ahyen no a de be pagya no
it me
de fa say adwene na wood na we
intent omo say intent no kra nya adwene ne nye adwene na wo ye se wo de be sa no e adwene boni nti ya
na first keep ko huri asobo mu adwene de bad ene nko obi ani obe enter 18 enti na ball na yefo
because say boatin you be see ato no ho hia
o na ball na yefo fo enti na no ni mbo a eye just skills kwa unu tetefo no baako kra
okay
unu wo mo baako emu wa mebri enti abase ni hia me ne ya santi kotokodi
okay
because ye kwa Africa je kumase for Africa ye pa Africa na hwe ye pesi e Germany e bo Africa na manfo hu say yes ena no so na be boa ya me etim na timi asori say supporters e ma park ni ade nyina ye nyankakra na nyankopon boa ya ni oto nsupaguso na ye hye na ye lidia na egi league ya ye hye Africa na se obehu ni pe be saba enti omo ba e ho no ena ye be pe magic bi ni ade achi omo egina ho
okay
because ye bibi na attractive ni na mosomo boa yen je fa pi se mosomo amoa ni a edom ni yenyo
no correct
esa mo boa yen because mo ba yen me na mo fie mo share na all my foreign team you know so ye 9 o'clock time na mba ya mwaka bisi 11 to 12 ye be fa course wo mu ye be ye niema
Dr. Muzu wo mu
ani adi be loka yes mo so ntete niema bi so na mo because the prayers no wo mu nyu no ani ye wo
yes no correct and ye zan country players no say ye ka e ma nipa ba mo mun disappoint ye
because we the woman disappoint.
Yeah, we subject of personal attacks near there. we want to say nti we pa nti na de waje de si emra ye ba especially wa o makokra na results na nza makra de ni we kra akoka zo mra park no kra wonya mane but I mean there's a people amount for tears say born sanity. So
yes, team no ya odia eno na ye wo wajapade and I know Arsenal for so Real Madrid
aye
mata obi akra nsusa
3
omo na ne wo mo 3 solid e she wo mo better say Madrid supporter bi so okotena ne baby next match omo of him omo say next you know omo beba yeah we ne be si Wednesday eno kra ne omo lose ay omo ni hwe ka lose an mo lose ball so be fine papa and then do ha sana kotoko die ai
the foreign no bi apu isinia
sana kotoko die ai
that's unim class Madrid bebo Wednesday
ba
unim se uku ada Madrid bebo
wo bebo ye no na mo am ye de na ye mo
Matthias
na gura nkola ni team
Matthias
se first no na minua kwabran ai Kwabena Eboa. Say no ma fallen Tibis. Buy no but near can look at but still no it was more say na working. Do say na near the rubber of Ibobo. Ka crebi and new na we trip. But na the moment na ye total dominant say one more dem kwa. But we say atinya da. E wa na ataflu. Kotoko Africa near Bobo. Now what is say ye ne eleli bobo baba ala na obetna
dabi
udimrika obia be
be kai 2019 kotoko ne Kanu Pillars kwa ye Sunday kwa ye show no was 25th August 2019 kwa ye show no kra it's my kitchen
so to ya ye ta bonus
no we kwa the nansen
ya
they all can ye regret cream time no Dolphins kotoko ne
Dolphins
but we the nanu year kotoko ne Kanu Pillars nanu year 2019
seek
akuno time na kotoko kwa Africa that time kotoko supported sorry pa
that time ni senior when na senior kan wo fa no ka ho asem no that time no uko paka bola Yakuba be bo am wahwe no the next day we be kwa kohwe ni biem
kwa me bunsu senanu
so in film the play was good so entino now my players no appeal to the players the technical team so blended resource with
good performance
good play so that fans will be entertained because they are senior and they engine tum say there was serious competition which is abrofone ball no
you 3 o'clock now kotoko starting match no 3:30 Newcastle United
any United dey ball
ugita phone baby
and wofa ona na waba no wo de kotoko ahye ni mukura wa hwe ya kaso mi enko stadium obeka so o tenefi ahwe Manchester any Newcastle game no so enti we need to do things to attract amamfo yes the last time kotoko Pandwe for me results neye because they didn't lose pick a point and no crano kotoko they take lead and a Lions bet here but on social media I saw people writing say no munye okay with team no ball na no mo bono so entino less on for games no events it was entertainment bem so what I say at the same time na resource ni namu
well
so there when a coach bi answer one you
them say as how the no crowd here Dr. Ogum in recent times how the no here with kotoko pa you say o kohwe kotoko match who say kotoko ball ni ye
say
the only thing a be a bit negative about kotoko team here number of goals are almost any number of chances are mubugu
by numpo crown say number of goals are almost no before the break no
nanke
na cost by break no koba no na eno crowd they were scoring 2-2 bi na say na say be ba 1-1 no so enti at least I mean I was say game no do level bia on supporters bar omubenya the appetite to come again the next day and a lot of factors. Sometimes you don't blame the coaches ni players no. Pitches no mubosu ball no. It doesn't allow them to be able to play the way on person or mubono. He baba yara stadium pitcher yete hu ukrum ha. Obia as obia nka ho asem. Baba yara stadium yetum at a point say ye yensiesie. Obekon pitch and it is still undulating. Aha mimkom, aha baby ball crack grass in ho. Enti ya basa e man ye difficult for the players to play. So into a person put two passes together. How a person kick a ball no onyane sa. Support ani di what stance ni ma. On hwe sa de we nyina anya ne fe. Me dem am nko hwe Chelsea ni Ipswich. E ho na be hu pitch papa players not dressing kama bibi efe. You see how it is. So
be also party efe na hwe.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Players no kro mo bonu kra no so mo free field no so they go back to watch some of these guys out there and they enjoy it. And that's where I feel for players no because conditions now abrofuni players ni wo mo de ball na eye obi afe na obi ekohebi no aha no omunya the same
the opposite even weather
may come tell
weather conditions are mujina so bon sometimes omo kick you off no na temperatures and 35 degrees Celsius it be 36 degrees Celsius.
The last was it na ebrekum chess game na ye ka ho asem stadium na one of the games that ye kwa na edi nkomo say we by this time mujina mu warming up so
and they hard
ba o ka se obebo no anwumre nso a how many of the venues and abetimi abo anwumre matches wa ha
at least say they are available they are okay no abetimi abo anwumre
nde biti se Kumasi say me still I don't understand why Kotoko home matches no more than anwumre especially now that attendance ne wo form now per se amount from Ra stadium no minim say extra cost bi wo kra Kotoko management should work on it omo matches na wo Kumasi ne de say light ne ye adwuma omo mo na nwumre 6 kra enye
ba de wa we dey 5 kra na say Canada the cost of light no and be ye yes start be kra 5 we betimi abab to be
e be how dem pass the second half number na no kra no wo fa
yeah no cry okay by 5 there obi kra krosu na adwuma ana wo fifie say na say wow he Kumasi akra entertainment ni ayi bia akra ni e and the 5 ko bia no say nye footballer na ya ogwai
konum kakra
kakra benom no costed ma betimi atwa bi
enti wo mo nko sa de we si ni ahun say ya ka ho asem kakra wo fia ha ba minim they should work on it usim hwe say all the cost 7 po na obe so light no for 90 minutes na o dwen cost ho a say numbers eba stadium ho a obeti na say Kotokotimi bobo wa ha enya 4 billion 5 billion na no yentimi nte kania mfrim ai so hu enti yen omun work on saade no say duru anwumre na players na wie mai form na ye so kania
na to it's almost like somebody anwumre kra hu quality football hu some boys no energy on
the
born F
so ba ha no most of the time some bo first 45 minutes we are hu say o ma sweat ya nkasa who say like no makoso
pa no you can see di no achi so dia MY supporters no mo adawroma ena de mu miehunu difference crowd yi mu
okay
na yentimi share bichimfo no na MY because empesa league na ya take league no ya beti aba fambi da bi MY kra ti momoye pa momra stadium and say meze open ball there didn't na say otrenfi open ball there and I answer so ya agent say yen 20 30 7 Kotoko ye kwa we bia omuji 50 100 50 100 and so ye na Kotoko fu ya so na sa akotwa akɔhwe ye wura stadium bia mu Ghana ha bia ye do so che wo mu ye say tua ball din
Ezumwa mu de so ayefo no so
fon so a na mo atiatena mejire ho amentiase eni mesre momra na momra stadium anenyefe na boys no kra ka kire se omuhunu dom na ena motivate wo mo mu se na dom we ni ma anye me ho anhye ma anye me ho ama amefa yin ahu nti wo mo sre yemra na ma wo mu ntimi nhye mai
all right Open we dey better say. Now what prediction be na? What hwe na
That be a prediction there. Yeah, the answer be we.
Say be 3 points in the car.
No kwane ade hia ye. Yeah, the 3 points no kwane hia.
Okay, mo chita ni bi your friend Francis Konadu Isco. And then on my 200 cedis a yento tickets pull a 10. Na yen chema kotoko supporters dom ko he match no. And the 10 tickets nenye. Ti we ne be ni say obi e wa run up bia. We 10 pe. We been better be announcement na nipa bi go be 100 na.
Ya be o mo fra no be free bia no ne ehunso mu tio. Ah. Okay. I da na sepa Mr. Francis Kunadu. Ye da sepa nyame nchira. Ya me moa na wadwuma bi aye bia enkoso na next time bia so. Why increase na akoto entamai. Na nipa bi sa so ya ye be hia mo. Ya mo mi ehu mo. Because nyankopon kra ya de manu a opasida enti nipa dasani wo ye bibia se eda wase wo ye hu a ne ada wase eda wase pa.
All right, into obeni we e beda wase pa na omra onyama e wo dwumadie so ma me fa bible verse bi mfa ma manfo sisi ti monsha se enye na ye Palm Sunday na Palm Sunday na manfo ye uzana Ose na odru Jerusalem no kuromu no nyina botwi se hwan ni no ye ba kuno no just one yeah just one verse and another verse ose na nkrofo akuakuro no se oyi ni Yesu odifo a ofri Nazareth a ewo Galilee eno unim ho testebra na mencho sikasisi but the main verse ni na odru Jerusalem no kuro mu nyina botwi se hwan ni oye hwan se nipa tu behwe Yesu no mbusa se hwan ni hwan ni. All right, ya hwe league matches e wo ho ne maako nsia e wo senke 7 nanso nsia because baako de ya declare win for Nations FC and your money nso atrema nenka bekoso e wo nso atre ti sanete. All right, Gold Stars ebo edi etia Young Apostles na Ora Frimpong Manson on a head coach Emma Bibiani Gold Stars.
The president, as usual, we've been training week in, week out, and so now we are getting to the tail end of league. And so I'm at Anema, yes, we are feeling the heat in Okakra because of the title. And for me, I think the training has been good, and it's going on well. It's not about being home or away. Matches in so one directed back crampo it can a bit so the title. And baby it's like I will be teams are ever for the title. We mistake back you cannot come back again. So that is what we are guarding against. So for us, it treats every match like say a bit more changing destiny. So for us, I think Young Apostles, yes, open position. Over Castle, maybe more than a walkover patch. The side that if you want to direct them, we'll pay for it. So for us, we'll go all out and try to take the 3 points.
Okay, I know and somewhere from Pomans to that tuja. Ahead of game ever so in between the team Gold Stars or more any Young Apostles. All right, the end 2 games in so. Vision any how to folk ena ebebo eno beko so ni eje Kreku the second sports complex I know ewo Tema New Town na Vision for no technical director ura ni din e dey no worker or can say has it me survive with the first 2 on central new crack akobet o matunche I say, my first 25 minutes, or man she has 2 hours. Or the car better no. And as in training, say, first 25 minutes, or Muntimisha has 2 hours. On so be just as you are cra at channel. And the challenge can say, pa, I just say, and yasem kitwa. All right, 80 young anymore. Karela, Wamoni Diana Stars, Ena Airball. Na, eno, Ena opinion and din, Ede Nuruddin Amadou. On a head coach, Emma Karela, Akazavaka Sakins, you know.
Our preparation is underway. We are gearing towards the match. And in fact, our last game against Nation Statins and the boys did very well. So if we are to put that performance once again against Adriana Stars, we are good to go. But that notwithstanding, Adriana is a big club. They are old in the league and they are very experienced team. So we have to be very cautious and we need to attach a lot of seriousness to the game because a win will boost our chances of sustaining the league. So that is what we are going to do. The commitment. Sometimes football is about effort. It's not about talent. Talent alone will not see you through. You need to make effort. And so the effort they put in that match, if they put that effort, I think that will be good to go because the fighting spirit was there, the resilience, and then sense of purposefulness was also there. So sometimes that is what a team needs if you are playing. You can play a home game and the odds will be against you, but you can still fight and get your 3 points because if you make effort and you have a sense of purpose, you win. So we are going to fight to get the 3 points.
Nuruddin Amadou, head coach Emma Karela, and I yet in Kanu. Ma Renfi say woman Diana Stars and I airboard W Tando. One of technical team member Diana Stars. Assistant coach Emma Sioba Aristika. I want to head coach Diana Stars. W Tando.
Head coach Tiani Nechika Granti. Nese Odi Mekawa Ashem. Ahumwa Yayeno and he say you knew match never Kobono. Sunny Mubayedi. To say team in die, yes, we and die. And team I dare say, Pia young computing was a game. Why I know a swing players in Suno, age and Naso, our ready. And it is a as I am.
All right. Again, Adam Zenchev, F in the bed charge for a voice. The quality of voice of Modebano. Or make us a you need a pre-match conference, the Moya Pa na voice Ninja charge mo for bringing the name of the game into disrepute. All right. Carol and Adriana Stars, dear no. Brekum Chelsea, and a Heart of Lions, and a airball. Big game. Samuel Boadu, once upon a time a league winner with Hearts of Folk, versus Bashe Hayford, once upon a time a league winner with Asante Kotoko and Ashanti Gold. And he two experienced coaches in Asia, two experienced teams that were league in Asia. Last season, this fixture, Mokai, and on Lions konya penalty bi e obrekum omodeka mu no ene omuhia on fair grounds. Brekum Chelsea out of Lions. Bashe Hayford yintino.
It's a worry that we have played 3 games and we have not won. I think we have drawn 1 and lost 2, which is not a good result at all. That is why we want to guide against. But at the same time, we are privy of our points that is making us lie on the third at the top of the league table. We are still making effort that we can win the next match against Chelsea. It is very difficult winning away, but this time around we'll try and see what we can do.
All right, but show you for them no. Now Emmanuel Sapong and so a player Emma Brekum Chelsea ne. Omni Heart of Lions against no. Our pre-match conference as in somebody to January.
Against Lions, preparation is different because you're losing to 2 games at Waswa, and it was happening that way. But the sure boys now pick out training physical, mentally. It tells me we are going for the 3 points. Well, before we against Kotoko, a board game, no, will be over stadium there, so a board game, but football on coach. We're training. I worked on that, and I use it. There must be the appetite supporters, and as a playing battle, the better than say maybe against Heart of Lions.
All right, and only the tier our honum. Some other games about to be a Legon Cities and Samatex, and because what Dance Park, BBNE. Gold Stars atonsa from Machita for nyina ze no mo twi emra sanse sa 3 points we ehia omo papa no mu nyina meboa na players nya akukudro entumi ninkunim emma wo mu ti sa pepepe ena etie Legon Cities ene Samatex de ne de 2 coaches no akasa but first Yente Yao, a champion of Legon Cities.
Yeah, they are very good side. They are very good side. So we have to prepare well for them. We have psyched them very well. I think the session for this week too was excellent.
Okay.
So let's see how it is.
All right. I'm guessing you're going to keep a lineup the same as last time?
Yeah, there will be 1 or 2 changes because 2 of our players have been suspended. So
okay.
They will be replaced. But apart from that, everything is cool.
All right. We're playing on a different venue this time. Do you have any words for the people of Kaswa?
Yeah, we're coming. I live close to where the pitch is. The only thing is everything will work according to plan.
All right. And the Legon cities almost are switching from Legon University of Ghana Stadium Hall at the call Tuba AstroTurf. I want to know one more any Samatex about Christopher Enin, one a head coach. I'm a champions Samatex Football Club. And then one in Legon cities.
I prepare because away match is there. Now you can't underrate any club. And found so that we need more with you. Bia is motivated by the home games. It's a corner here, at least you should go and fight. The park of and to I said it to me resource buffet. It's going to be a tough game for my because almost one a new coach. Or before so far and bad or one of one in power until you go under it's your
all right, Christopher Enin and Yetenin Kanafi Asante Kotokoni Bechem United. 3 p.m. and Baba Yara Stadium. Tiway any fixtures and 6 good games. Ewo Kumase, Ewo Tema, Ewo Tamale, Brekum, Bibieni, and Kaswa. Eho. And our games no ebaso. All right, Kobe.
Senior.
Yeah, how much is in Kakre?
Okay. My man started from Bebieni. Na mekai se on the 10th of November 2024. And Go Stars a travel here from Bebieni Eko Wenchi. E hona omuko facey Young Apostles. It was a very, very tight game. Very tight game. But in the end, Go Stars at the 1 point if we went eba Bebieni. Around that time, na Young Apostles inconsistencies kakra aba omumodi monum. Enti they were trying to bounce back. And Omni Go Stars a board draw. Now Go Stars abedru in Pempensubia, they are in competition. Serious one. Me madika say a competition between Go Stars and Asante Kotoko. Others can come in, but as at now, dear, Medica Piki Kotoko ni Go Stars say, I think that one of them and they are likely to win the league. Now, on the league log, Kotoko lead Go Stars with 2 points. Because a 46 for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. 44 points for Bebieni Go Stars. And a free sad time we are air queen. I was say any home game piano. Go Stars it me manage a pick the 3 maximum points. Because Omane Kotoko ewo a date. Ewo dance pack. Enti anya we krano. Ube pese ube pushy vehicle namana kose ya. Then when that day comes, I think it's around 23rd May. Now, I make it the difference. And Go Stars at home. Go Stars at home. Playing against Young Apostles. Apostles will fight. And I know, say, when it comes to one of the teams, some more young players, Omutimide ball to form Ebo, you can include Young Apostles. But Omahu Adeno, in my view, and yet enough to stop Go Stars from picking the 3 maximum points. I know, say, Oma drop it points. The last time, travel call, Echo Boy against Dreams FC, they lost. So, they will try to fight for the 3 maximum points to still stay in the competition. Our dance pack ended there. I think that 3 points, no, may expect to say, Go Stars, ebe pick. Anything apart from 3 points, ebe shocking in my view. Na, metisena Coach Bash kasa. Enana o kase last season this fixture at the headline speed and the bell krumha because we all know how Lions manage here to win that game and to remain in the league. But this time, Kanu story nasesa. Unlike last season, na Lions pray to survive relegation. No? Today, almost at the 4th on the league log. Part of the teams are possibly Ombetimia winning the league. Because Heart of Lions points no 41. So between them and Kumasi Asante Kotoko league leader no 5 points. And so here we are playing 34 games. And now Yabo 25 into year enter week number 26. After today, what is going to happen is we will have about 8 games. Ni Inti stlano points wom matches ni biom ye sa. We are getting closer, but ye sa inti ye bo week 26 na between wo any league leader no 5 points good points, all right, but you are close. Inti Lions position no assistant compared to last season, and clearly they are one of the teams strong this season. Just that in the last few games, as a momentum naba form before Omni Kotoko ewo pando no me kind say it's not about Lions' ability to win games against Kotoko, and yet about Bash, the pedigree, and the history in the game. But it was more to the point, say, in the last few games, how our Lions started season, as a modern Abba form kakra, and even against Kotoko, they had to fight back. They were trailing, and Omdebe pick a point in that game. And they are going to face Berekum Chelsea side, senior, onunsu ohia points ne badly. And we know, say, around that period, teams now, mpeso omudi omuhu 2 years, esiki omuhu, will fight for the 3 points. And like you said, all the 2 coaches are winners. Just that in terms of pedigree, any overall performance, I'm sure that so the Bash, any Samobuedu, Ete, and Seniania, you will pick Bash on any day ahead of team Urai Freno, Samobuedu. So for me, it's a very close game. But what I see is if you ask me to predict, Mema Berekum Chelsea a win or draw. Because I remember on the 10th of November, that particular match day, Lions etnefi around that time no form near pa. But even that, to me, Chelsea by just a goal. I am expecting Berekum Chelsea to pick the 3 points. Anya we crowd a point in that game. It is a Lions 1 point in this game. They would have to play above themselves. And yes, getting the 3 points or a point will Berekum and then very, very difficult. Share Hearts of Folk any vision game no. Senior. Me say I know what can come on. And I attracted several comments, especially on social media. And I remember the last time ni edi hun komo ha says Candice Sudi as the technical director is not showing respect to Hearts of Folk and all of that. I think that he spoke like a supporter, thinking that young can be na pushing numbers to the stadium and all of that. But nukre woman say a woman say Hearts of Folk modern mono, and yet to the point where fans are be satisfied, because today so Kocheki league table no so has Edda 6th position, almost the 6th position with 40 points. So what you say, and he has fans will not be happy that enter week 26 Kotokoneli the league table no with 46 points, has at the 6th with 40 points. Many sure say fans no are excited about that. But you see, Anya Hekradi, in terms of performance on the league log, results are when and the do a place a position on the league table, Hearts is way ahead of club I friend Vision FC because we check Vision now. You see almost that 14th position with 28 points. And Vision one of the teams a free na ekroyano so mo enya resource a omo nso ombetimi akọ relegation because we say the nso atreman de ekọ ye petu na akoka ho. Now if you check Karela any Legon cities no they are around 22 25 26 thereabout, right? Now Vision ewo 14th with 28 points no onye far from relegation. Enunti na ama you see say omo de anibre bi na eba sa game we mu, right? But I remember that in the first game so at the Accra Sports Stadium has won by a goal to nil, but especially in the second half Vision Emma has a very good game. Enti a gamer Vision for no they need the points badly, but at the same time Hearts of folk and so in your points no. And from the way a Vision for Nakasano, I think ombe provoke the Hearts of folk family, and based on this and analyzing teams nina almost strength, what I can say is I see Vision possessing kakra and they can frustrate Hearts, but I don't think that Hearts will lose this game. So a win or draw for Hearts of folk in that game. All right. What I expect. Baba Yara Sports Stadium. Senior. Madame Fo, Joseph Kofi, and a center referee for this game. The last time I checked. And he's a very good referee. And we are expecting a very good performance from referee Joseph Kofi and Baba Yara Stadium. All right. Now, on the game itself, Kotoko Peli Gaje, a must-win game. So, okay, I say, this very season, senior, Kotoko, enya bad moments be. There was a period where Kotoko nya results between to aswa, nenya kra. 4 straight defeats, no. Became 4 the ene kahumbi. Omkwaje 1, ewo Became United. It was very painful at that time. Until today, beyond the fact say Kotoko, I was almost share to make sure so position on the league log, no, ebe secured, no, right? They need to change that story. Menya sure say Kotoko bepe say Became United ebe a double over them this season. Enti in the last game, Omkonya 1 point Kwandu coming back to play at home against Became United. What I see is a performance now in the last home game. Ya witness say but the Chelsea did be my ewaha Emma Kotoko. A very tough game, no. Became United me put up the same performance. But in the end, I expect something like a slim win for Kumasi Asante Kotoko. All
right. Before any Dr. Muzu didn't come on. My Yenfa birthdays, birthday wishes kakram film nafi ya. Ya sorry so my Dr. Muzu aba. Nafi ya try Dr. Muzu ye na say America crow money and mama for Afriabum. Etigofi Buamena yen wish a very special birthday to Ajewa te Atrimate Chima na or a student at Presbyterian Women's College of Education. I will bring Ajewan ye Ajewan who of a pa or a heavy so. Namishan Bibi was Asante Kotoko Chita and you. Tina them say birthday no share ye pa and Ajewa. Ya wish you a very special happy birthday. Namisha Bibi. Namenka ona for when you are kuma swadi na Emma. Have a special and a wonderful birthday. Na nyame fan shirabia hwebiano enumune. Police officer Ora Samson Agbate esene ba ayefene Telma edina wodane to wish a very special happy birthday. Telma we there from dad and of course from mom as well. Omunina so wish you a very special happy birthday. Tinyame shira bebre na fe o many more years. With happy birthday to Thomas Akakpo. We free your wife to be Hannah, Honaba, Hannah Somao, happy birthday. Birthday greetings, Kwama, Chinibua Kudia Michael of Otec FM. Hey, Chinyama ni Michael, they were your marketing department, or was I a boys captain of 10th Kumasi Company. right? Aswasi Methodist Church. Ohona wo. Na minshira pa Mike. Na menyo kese. Happy birthday. Wezi Robert Kodua, manager wa Mask School Complex Asokori and CEO of Robbie K Links. With family new Nafufu, you know, so happy birthday. Happy birthday to Skila. Is this Skila? Not Skylar of Rwanda from your dad, Tony. Tony said, Omao, happy birthday. Sarah Suna near the birthday of Master Jamie Otec Akoto, popularly known as AJ of Manchester College. From your mother, Mrs. Ellen Otec of Kwadasu Municipal Assembly. Anyone Angel ne Michael, so my very special happy birthday. And then birthday greetings so Kwama Odilia Equia or Henewa Topo of City Crèche Edum. Oma me Beatrice na fe offer sugar our Techno Ghana Kumase, so my very special happy birthday. Samson and the birthday of Fiona Boateng Aria Juma or MV Kumasi City Mall. From Eddie of Golden Eagle Cinema, Kumasi Mall. Also, my happy birthday. And then finally to also the first fruit, Rich Love, Usu Efia at the Pay Champon. Who parents, somehow very special happy birthday in tea. Namin Shrabi Bray, Rich Love, Nafi, Oma, Yasen, Munya Fumau. Munya Fumau. Not as a very simple today, a bomb pie tower chip, be a fine. No, Aquaba, Naviabo Code.
I want to come.
Then say,
the members and the Manchester United say, my schedule massing in full. And yes, and your funny my schedule massing and Gaza.
Okay.
Oh, dog, Banoni, Maba. Mako should be any Mabakumasi.
Memau, Aquaba Babuzu have back clinic.
How be last year?
African Yadia.
Now, per se, a fee, Dr. Muzo, Nefruswa. Ebeneni wa how ni say na mo hwe eba ekiri kwan last year no mo ye bia ntom je na mu ye doctor say oyire na odie no chimato akra wum ebi ni say o fibroid o say wife say you a friend any fallopian tube no e ma block ana say PID pa etete oyire amoni hia ni nsi onyina ase na chi doctor ne say we dey go sha to of we munye niam ene mo nim de mo hunru oba anya gugudu ba ye mo na drain any baby na sa na free ho se be man so na osiso awo no awo bi pen be se dia atiko o ka chire go be 12 years go 15 years we ye bi enye yi wetu ho anamo doctor for say unsuo no ahodi ni ofom kakra dodo anga enya passive shoba nyinse no yesu di ni nru e ma wentu adwendwene se nsuo na nkasa na bia esu second no ofom anase mu ahodi nkasa na ofom so a sa ha ni nyina hu aduru e wo ho na me kasa de biara e fa be ma hu nsuo anya hu a na ma me remfi enemu san yade efi se dodo no mu nsuo tagiri nyina no e omo a omanya enemu san bia omo aja to ho achem o ha no akufa sa na abre no obi se doctor se me mere hye na mu so gunase a no tete na ase doc mo se me hu so na Eurobi me hu ba wo sase na mo debu nsu na ani nsuo bia ne subanti saa no eye nsuo a nkekaye aye no po se ni pa no otwi mo gi ase nye gunu na hu na ese Felix nti mesrew se o tie me o de nye se wo nsuo no but edadi mo hu ebi ni sei ojo nso ase bi na mo papa kakra ya na o ti ya kakra wo ya on to hwe ya o hene ya o ti ya o pa o hwe aba no mu ana ase no ka se se bi o ko aja na se o chima ni so kra bi aba no o se be me hia na ehina se fon a na efon o fie ni anim bia na so da o jo so ebre no ade achi na wa ya ase ya o ya me se enam se sensitive dey countless obi kura insurance no yare dey make nyina ne se so pesa sa ha no asi tuma wa baby a oba obenya resource ntempa no ya amuzu e ba clinic bia me no ka se wo fie ko anim gakra una 45 50 akomabo in life be 20 ama se bi e pressure abrew ma obe ma se unti ni nkan biu se be ma bia so ya o ma chi a oti be man kan unti odi enka die mu abe na otwi bi no nse nie kai se Ghana na ewo no Africa na ewo no se sia ware ya wo se sia ware ne mu kan hu bi se ba se ju mu de nko so ra na se bi e de chumato na hawo e de ba ware nu mu so nu trodo se be say be me di wari na edi how no ba how no be say it nya na juma yie ni sori nya papa egu animu ase jojo bra open no ma de make nyere say tuna mombra nyakukudo bra na sa how na say be etete no menyi from was for all say e bia make a pressure na how one no need pressure do sa be 5 years 4 years in ye say don't side effect na mo atin kan nyina ayira amo be ma say be mpege bi mo menka say we yaba o how we ta bente hwaduru e wo ho ana say o broni sulin sa for years ana say one go sugar do sa for years ma ho side effect no ase o nurse no ase o ni mama ene obi anka asabi ohun oyire ana ko ho asore no ene mpege bi ato adwedwen say ya hu de obe ho doctor muzo say enyo nko na bi to enyo na dey ko nya sa how no enyo the first patient how we ta banti hu no ho a onu mu a enche bia na ho to de ben aba me fa o take free so entu ben panifo nyina kra se o prostate chi wato aba ho a men nwini se adwiri ho dodo na ya me no o munu mo ho o mu asabi o mo so pa biduro me mu kra chesem ma ko mi di afro no dodo na be ma na ewu ibi kura ni be hye nsi o ma mesrew enye yade bia sabi ehuma kwa ne bi na ayekese ayekese ya ojo so asabi na esi kwan ze mayi sa ayekese ya bosina akomia wo blada no na ayeketua etunu musu ya nche bosaju so dew sa ayekese ya etimi chia urita no ko ju so etimi ma de mi ke nyina ne se sa ayekese o se esi ayekansa o bibiduro timi ye nye bibiduro amina make research wo ho eduro amake ebie fo agi atum sampa unu di mo obi oposita etwetwe se wo die no sabio ema ugu nso bra wunhu wo die ne beta wa ya ase wo die no wa she katita se die tie bia no me se enye oni first person kanu me share bibiduro adwuma ase 50 years professionally 20 years professionally
okay
enye dia ye ko school na enye num kan hu se me pedro akote ko no anya bia se wasi asye na udi edu akọ FD maybe if waji atum self adwuma ifidi dum nie
okay
boss me professional
si mo ache
me lawyer gamnya se nya
ko ni pa senior lawyer yeah
na unini me heba ba egu me penso na me deje me nya ade me daji de musu ni
15 years
a year me da wo
2 years old
Debbie with 17 branches
wow
inura FD for waji atum ko aye 18 media agro
Debbie
na me nya biu it did make us hana de ba no mo hunim de ehu fare ba nyina minim enya afena be suya enti bra na memu wa se kuma si hade na obade a me watafon hye so haye
okay
e fra amuzu gya ne okọ ebi afoto bia no amuzu ka ho o free anga na eba atwa amuzu gya hye ka board so bi
okay
o fa ka obola ho amuzu gya hye ka ho bi so for like amuzu gya hye ka so musimiji rocket film me ka no tafon hye so amuzu junction
simple
tafon hye so amuzu junction wo obuasi akọ obuasi jeje edurukura mi no kumase pa petia ma obi
yeah branch bia benya na
bi se konongo a ye ba hinfie no ye ni hinfie no opposite sa na tie mo amoti hotel ka mo sunyan no ye we area 3 baby a friends the Ghana had e bi wo ho na se kumasi apa na oba na se wo yire no afre mi ensesai
number ba ko na
dog they only watch for na wa ho na dem akrona no
the number mumva plus
now need dog dem ma isika fon kwa na frɛ
the same number na
oni emergency wo ho number ba ko na 0247 77 67 43 0247 77 67 43 se ndan hu edema wa kopa muzu garlic ne nom
insomnia
yes kanu eyo
yeah
na mafo hwan kromo pa udi ema o kata wani a do riba ko panati unne bio
no
obi a onta na no de be pressure osoro obi a na hu edema no obre pa oni ahoden enna ekani pa ho mesrew
okay
obu okra in fa se wan wo pa ne ontimi na mesrew
wow
obu a se wan twa bi kuma ontimi na enya de papa wonya muzugale kunu a obeda na ho
okay
the entire edro ti moni padani se medro ne ko Otec no mu zinc ene sulfur wo Kanu enam zinc ni sulfur na ehu amuzu garlic mu no emero ko gu mu a na body na relax as body na abre o say Kanu before say o better say body ebe ebre kakra as wada enti amuzu garlic bitters no my body no ebre na mo ahome but say helps in realization my body no home no ada say na ho ebiom we obi nso ana say ta che say unsanu efemfem oh can obi timi so je no nti so jam yes
eja
yes on ti
ko bunzam jam grow
na minimum no Kanu akwa bi aye ko to se do na ehine atwe se nyu kakra hwan
o de za tumudi
on ti hwe
zanu nyina
ewu
mo jani ho
na me ka se wa benya se no enya skills bi ajai
yare
na me ka so no special skills bi otimi fa dia e hia ebra on ti e yare sani sa no ewu 83 on ti hwe
wow
ndiro na ehina ye atwe se adwo no do de sa na afa mesira ho se wo so ade mu ehina se won ti a ana se won sei 83 wo ho a ana se wona sei wotimi kwa na pabu ayi bo se hu na ukose ya yes enye obi die ase ni na se di foam pa na e dey ato na ase correct wo sa how na edro we bua no e ya amuzu garlic bitters Kanu obi nan enan kro de shape abua no oyi tu ho de se oyi tu ho for just 2 hours was na akakraka
wow
ni nan ahono ori shape wa mu a enko bium so wo swelling feet a kopa muzu garlic nenom
that's right
wona sina kese no ebetwetwe nyina firi ho e mo ho ato edro na se me ka ho asemu a na mani age fi se obi a wanya stroke I did not chini oni ayaresa wa tot wa mi nu pe wa so anante edro weni edra obi osi doctor yi mi kura tu kwan awon ho adi ama mi num amuzu garlic ba ko pe ma fa furo mi serew ye frade bi agioni na sa agino amuzu garlic mu no ade e fa imma sebuo e mafrishi ko e ma wo ni nyina no sa agioni e wo mu no de ye no into baby on person wa tiko o baby asabi on person wa wo emoti kwana se twi kwana se o person wo ntem no edura menka fama no eye amuzu garlic bitters obi hawe ba ko pen hu afa kama but enum kasa enum pampa ndi onye kunu obi sabi ahofo obi ska obi na so kasa pampa di akire nti oni yire misrew halitosis enum kwase yare pa misrew argument je uwene woni pa e kasa bia na sa se uya beno opportunity na se well se unkanya sa se bia so breye
yazo chaso
well do se unkanya sa se bia kanu unka se bia ka fa ba wo na so breye ati ase e je se pampa na efri utrimba no enye papa amuzu garlic bitters detoxify the body eye se fi boni bia ko hye ni patrim no e na e mo kasa na afa o kasa no ba na epie wonya amuzu garlic no mu a e ko huru utrim e ko ise fi nyina free ho makasa na o kasa pampa free ni nyina ejai amuzu garlic essence bua en na nesra de boni so o excess cholesterol o excess fat let kakra so free atew o free dose too much o sweat bebre do da bia je se o ya dose ade dodo israel se srade dose wo ho a pa amuzu garlic no mwe nante o srade so ma e beti sana so excess beti so ama je frade bi tennis na o mu na se adwuma no eyi excess cholesterol e free hokra ma o hu eto ye frade bi tetanus amuzu garlic mu enam sa tetanus ni nti amonu amuzu garlic a my body no enya antibodies which is antibacteria antifungi and antivirus o body nya ya sa yade bia de betimi wuram enti amuzu garlic bitters boost the immune system edro papa make ho asemu yi de penya dene ehun so nya dene kuma se hadie se dodo pa na opetu a wako dani ho wako collins ho wako apidank ho omumru I cough mo any coin na kum to be eto mo ashtown ukodu fie heba asafo otu bi esenton bi baby onim say yetu nrododo anase baako no say upa amuzu galiga obenye bi ato onye bi atu se upe medro pe hu se mi se bi anama ofre no de aginjiri mu no e baako pe enua ni 0247 77 67 43 0247 77 67 43 edre apimfo na enom ema so ema enkranyu fo so me nom ena omo so omo nya mfie du mi ntimi nom na me ye amuzu garlic no garlic no doso be man ka twa doso wom enti obi o wo sevie so ma ko so no mebe ha
okay
wo ye mukura misrew men ko no mu bi anka twa de wom garlic no doso wom prekese wom ni nyina ya acidic egu mebe ebe ha enti ko pa amuzu ke ne nom must ma ko sa ne kwanza wa ko nom amuzu garlic ni fira me ko trans ni ba bia se ta fun jia so amuzu jaje be moru market na de me kan twa to nyane se be mate ase ya obema no emuda.
All right, that dog has a pa vision for that dog has say the eye ne say tiki stand in ye ofra emma bi when yem ye bianto de opike a sorry ofra be pick your number na anase wudin na ye the tickets na ja reception or esta or ba na wabeji wade make sure so wabeji ntem ti we de you hit phone lines right away. Just 10 tickets are Francis Konadu Isco CN Chema Kotoko fans and Eba Becheno 0505225578 and 0505224944. Sanam base so na between afre SCA. All right. First person about young picking. Obeni your friends and now free. But we didn't be.
If you come not Jemfi because of his lesson.
Kwabena Jemfi. Okay, it's you.
But you need a community match money.
Okay, all right. Martin, come now. Let's see. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yes, our boss. We didn't design our free. So who here ticket ni bi on? Okay, Michael free. Oh, okay. Michael Martin, any other say? Yeah, no about Bejiwai. Okay, I'm for so. Yeah, hello. Hello. Your friend saying? Kofi Asante free. Okay, yeah, no about you take away. All right, that's it. Okay, hello.
Kanu.
Yes, our boss. We didn't say.
Pacho, we are the king of taxi drivers. I go Bashogo. We didn't Emmanuel Ekins. Papa. And the Kanu, the Bishop was stadium or
Majoze.
Yeah, Bishop was stadium or Magia.
Yeah, the better reception, Auntie. Ebiana. The better reception. I do. Why?
Mati, boss.
All right, that's it. That's it. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Yes, sir. Udi. Brabium.
Kumar Farouk.
Oh, okay. Farouk free. Oh, okay. All right. Farouk, yeah, that's why.
Okay.
All right. That's it. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, our boss.
Yeah. Good afternoon.
Afternoon. But you didn't say.
Your friend Asante.
But my second name.
Asante Samuel.
All right. Okay. Asante free.
It's free sir.
Oh, okay. But yeah, that's it. Why? Okay. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, our boss. Everyone saying.
John K. Amuzu.
John free. Oh, okay. Ntia no abaju take away. Yo, yeah, that's it. Hello.
Hello.
You're frozen. Kofi Amoka. Amoka. Okay. Over free.
I want to say
Okay, go via that say. Yeah, no be why. Okay, all right. That's a pa. I call us too. Hello.
Hello.
Boss, you're saying. Kwame Amufa. Kwame free. Okay, Kwame Mate. Yeah, no be why. All right. Last one. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Boss, good evening.
Argentina.
Hey, Yantio. Argentina.
Yeah.
How do you answer the same? Amos there. Do hine. Okay. Amos free. Dunkwa. Dunkwa leze o medura de na born yapon ana. Okay, yeah, that's it. All right. And then nipa number. Hello.
Good morning.
Yes, our boss. Good evening.
Then the Kofi Asante.
Kofi free.
Your support very much.
Who free?
And after the players and then so. And you move in a war, no more can say Kolana. And the players are more Mushi attack Korano Mujan. Mohamed Salah. The players maybe and no be no be more there the Akai you cry. That Takiwama or 9 collaborative.
All right, go via te that's it. Okay, infancy anti Kofi Asante for now too. Ti Kwamna Jemfi Michael Frey Frikwada so Kofi Asante first one by Akins Emmanuel Umar Farouk Asante Samuel John K Amuzu Kofi Amoka Kwame Amofa Amos Eduhene and another Kofi Asante. Ti the tickets ni na Eja Esther reception wo. Yana mo dia Sidama Francis Konedu E School. All right, they do be say and then the birthday of assembly member for Tanoso. Aye. Agwangwalu Aaron. And then Aaron birthday. Happy birthday, big man. Agwangwalu. Na mishra pa so tum pap e Tanoso. Do on my own CEO. Boy Juma pa assembly member or a professional teacher. Professional politician. Professional BBA. Was I a professional businessman? Yes. Open room nam bia na okoso utumu a odi be ma Agwangwalu Nyankopon shan bebre. Happy birthday, big man. All right, Edisia, Mrs. Kate Apia Boatene de Apomudian to so but na topic no. One tibia waha integral role played by lab scientists in the health delivery system. So be a lab scientist. I can't be in fact, I read the Bible verse from Matthew chapter 21 verse 10. Yes, 21 verse 10. The winner should be first correct answer. I mean here. Any na yenye ni UCC ni panosauti and can born number na no about online. Matthew chapter 21 verse 10. Okay. So okay. Hey, I'm on for in Bible mupa o senior. And I was kate training here. Is kate training here. Anyway, 0554 816363. Get in touch here. Na 0554 816363 on a winner for the day. All right, senior. And Mr. In na say time as 20. Apomudia to so no ento aso.